Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream. Today we are going to be playing some more Stardew Valley as we do here on Sunday afternoons, the modded version, Stardew Sunday as we call it. Things are looking different in 1440p. I'm not against it. I'm kind of liking it. Although it's 1440 by not what? That doesn't seem right. I'm guessing this overrides this? Because, like, technically 1080p would be better. You know what, I might actually look into that. Well, I mean, maybe not right now. It looks fine. Obviously, the UI is smaller, but that's to be expected with resolution upgrade. So far, so good. I don't really remember what we were up to or all the controls even. Like, this, I wish could go bigger. That'd be nice if this could go a little bit bigger. That's okay. We do have this menu thing, and I don't remember. It was like shift or control shift or... Oh, I wish. Oh, no, it was like shift X. No. Shift... Yeah. Oh, okay. Shift X. So, there we go. Bring that up into the corner there. And let's see how our dog's doing. Copper's having a good day today. It is raining. Let's check the weather's report. Right. I don't know what any of that means, except for that tomorrow is going to be a clear and dry day, so... no such luck in getting help. Oh, hello. In getting help with our plants being watered. Alright, radish salad, huh? I already know how to cook that. I'm a radish salad champion at this point. Oh, hello. It's Susan. Okay, we have not met Susan yet. Hello, I'm Susan, the owner of Emerald Farm up at the railroad. I've been trapped up there alone ever since Joja caused the rock slide, so I've got a little bit of cabin fever. Happy to finally meet you, Rob. Well, it's good to meet you too, Susan. Joja, they were a bunch of jerks, huh? Stop by and visit Emerald Farm when you have the time. Alright, I think I will. Up by the railroad, they said. Alright, Rob, this is embarrassing. I lost my lucky purple shorts. Oh, I know what we're doing with this. Yeah, we will accept your quest, Mayor Lewis, but maybe not in the way that you are hoping we will. You can see a lot more of the screen here, I feel like, which is kind of nice. I'm digging it. Alright, who do we need to talk to today? I mean, we should be talking more to, Marnie to get those, yeah, there... We got one heart with Marnie. Should probably be giving her some stuff too, but like definitely talking to her helps. Actually, talking to people is usually how I end up getting my friendship raised in this game. Less than, or well, talking to people more than... Wait, I've never been back here. What's this? That's interesting. Hey, what's up, Potato? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing fantastic today. How's your weekend going so far? Hope you had a good Sunday. Hope you had a good Sunday and Saturday, but I got my days mixed up. Yeah, Marnie's not open yet, so I'm going to wait a little while here, but I don't think I've ever seen this thing back here. What does this say? Marnie's silo. Oh, interesting. It tells you how much hay she has in her silo. Not that that really matters. Birthday coming up. Yo, let's go. When's your birthday? Marnie's oil maker. Oh, yeah, so Marnie's got a lot of, like, gadgets back here, which is pretty cool. I didn't notice this area. I don't know what this is, but apparently it's open at 9 a.m., which is pretty soon, about an hour. Right when Marnie's house opens. So unfortunately, we're going to have to wait until we can get in here, but hopefully it'll be worth our while. Leah's down here as well. She's got a cool area by her house, too. I don't know why I haven't really noticed that stuff until now. Or, well, I guess maybe I'm just paying more attention to it now. Either way, that's cool. I'm a fan. Would really like to enter your domicile, please. Like, can't I just knock and say I'm 10 minutes early? You know, we're neighbors or something. Alright, let's go in. It is Marnie. Wipe your feet. No. Made me wait outside in the rain. Yeah, because you made me wait out there, Marnie. How dare you? I don't think I need to talk to Marnie for anything else. Alright, and then we'll see what the heck this thing's all about back here. Oh, this is kind of cool. Is this Shane's place? Oh, I guess it's all of their place. Pictures of Marnie's ranch when it was first built. She looks young and thinner. Can I steal her stuff? Oh, there's a chest in a chest that's locked. That's kind of funny. So this is just kind of like their work area. They got like oil makers and like butter churners and like log crushers and stuff. So I guess it's just kind of their little work shed area. That's pretty cool though. I like that. Oh, wait a minute. Before we go, I see these little wormy dudes here. Whoops. There we go. Got them. And it was just a book. Found a lost book. The library has been expanded. That's nice. It doesn't do the cutscene every time. I mean, the cutscene's fine, but, like, I didn't have really needed that. Alright, so let's go visit Susan today. And there is Victor the vampire. I believe that's his name anyway. Yeah. Did you hear the explosion last night? Jojo blew up the rocks, blocking Susan's house. Yeah, about time. Didn't think they'd use actual explosives, but I mean, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. I think we're like okay. I probably could have had my watering can upgraded today if I remembered, but that's alright. Not super important. I don't know what I was thinking last time I played this. Again, I think that was like 2 weeks ago at this point, because I remember one Sunday just being, you know, work stress, gotta take care of everything. And then the other Sunday was Father's Day, so I kind of missed 2 days, or 2 weeks in a row, rather, with Stardew Sunday. Hello, Robin. Do you know that my daughter hates stone? She finds it absolutely nauseating. I'm not sure why. Not sure why either. I mean, I'm not a big fan of rocks myself, but I don't think they'd make me nauseous. You're probably growing a lot of interesting plants on your farm, huh? Maybe I'll stop by your place to check it out. You know what, Demetrius, you're welcome. You're welcome to. Alright, there's a little... Whoop. Don't want to walk into that. There's a little bit of forage over here. Some grapes, anyway. Marlin, what's up? Blue Moon Vineyard is a pretty sight on our dock. Wait, what? Remember the early days before the vineyard was built. Nothing but a grass field with trees. Interesting. Interesting you would say that, Marlin. I'm not exactly sure what he's talking about, though. Is Linus home? Linus, what kind of tech tips you got in your tent today? Oh, wait, maybe he's Linus' tent tips. That would make sense. Warm rain is a pleasant way to get clean. You could say that. I've actually showered in the rain in real life before. I mean, our water kind of got shut off, so I had to make do. Wasn't going to be all stinky all day, or at least I didn't want to. Anyway, the bath is open, which I don't believe we've been in the new update. Not that I think we need to go in here, but it does exist. It's actually like, oh, is this Susan's place? Bathhouse, Emerald Farm, Train Station, Summit. Alright, so Summit is back. Hey, welcome back, Potato. So I guess this is Susan's place. Aha! Yeah, it is. She's got a really nice place here. What's up, Susan? Thankful Joja cleared the rock slide. Lewis and I went through so much trouble getting them to remove the rocks. Joja refuses to apologize, those jerks. After I said that my birthday's coming up, my entire browser died. I didn't chat for browser. Sorry that happened. When's your birthday? That's cool that it's coming up pretty soon. I'm thinking, oh, you're just gonna say the same thing over and over again. That's fine. I just wasn't sure if you were one of those characters or not. Ultimate Sweet Tooth Cooking Book. Can I read that? Because, like, I would love to get some new recipes. But yeah, she's got a pretty cool place here. Nice farm. Got some summer crops going. Some melons, some corn, some... I don't know what that is. Hops. That's like radishes or something, but I guess radishes grow in the summer. I mean, there's some in my real garden. June 30th. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's just a few days away. Well, since I probably won't talk to you June 30th, happy birthday, a little bit early. I hope you have a great time. Hopefully you get to spend it with people you care about. Oh, what is this? Why is there just a... Why? 1 to 35 damage. Why so variable? 2 speed, crit, and crit power. I think I do want to use the rapier, but, like, why is this just here? It's a little strange, but, like, I'll take it. Oh, is this the summit they were talking about? Baron. Slime skeleton. Oh, is this, like, how many of those things that he killed? Something like that. Rebecca, hello. Welcome to the stream to you as well. Ketra. Okay. I guess that's like how many of those monsters they killed. Then they left their sword up here for some reason. Not sure why. And I think we needed a sweet pea for the community center. I'm not entirely sure. Where's the animal stuff? Boiler room, fish tank, crafts room. Summer foraging. No, that was the only one we had. So we need grapes and spice berries. But luckily I have grapes. I just need to find some spice berries on the ground now. Yeah, this area's kind of cool, I guess. Maybe there's other things around here. Oh, yeah, we can come around and up this way. This is really going to do wonders for the foraging game, by the way. There's just so much more places for it to spawn. Not that that's what I'm going to mainly be up and around here for. Wait, we can't get up there yet. Oh, there's a... Oh, look at this! And we did find a spice berry, so that's pretty cool. A purple mushroom as well. I think I might hang on to that. What's this? An ancient sword? That's an artifact. I think we already gave Gunther one of those. Loving memory of Isabel. I kind of just like took the sword off of her grave. I gotta feel a little bit bad about that. Beloved wife, mentor, and adventurer. May you rest in peace, my flower. That's sad. Can I put it back? I don't want to... I don't want to take that. That's mean. But this is really cool. What a spectacular view of Stardew Valley. Yeah, no kidding. Wait, what's this over here? Another sweet pea. Okay. But yeah, a lot of forage here. I guess, I mean, I'm going to try to put it back. Like, how can I... Can I place it? If I drop it, it just drops. And, yeah, well, I tried to give it back. You can't say I didn't try. Oh, well. But that's a pretty cool area. I like that. I bet that's going to be used in some cutscenes. It's, like, perfect for potential cutscenes. Maybe take a date up there or something. Watch the sunset from the cliff tops. Nice romantic time. That's what I'm imagining from this game anyway. And you know what? They actually put fences on along the railroad tracks, so I'm also glad to see that they've upgraded the safety around here. But yeah, you can definitely, like, with the amount of new things and, like, places to explore and just places to go, you can easily spend an entire day just walking around not really doing anything, so... I've been wanting to do a little bit less of the whole doing nothing thing. Oh, we can't really go through here. But at the same time, I'm happy to explore this stuff. It's pretty cool. Sold my turnips for 2 million today. Waited almost 3 hours, but I did it. That's awesome. Congrats on the 2 million bells. Profit, or like, well, making 2 million bells on the turnips. That is impressive. I was thinking of buying them today. I have a few million in the bank. But then Daisy May came by and she's like, yeah, that'll be 108 bells. So I told her, no, thank you. I will see you next week. Like, even with, like, the cool turnip site you showed me, I'm just like, 108 bells scares me. I'm not willing to pay that price. And that's her fault, you know? 100 or less and I'm buying. Maybe even in the low 110s. Or, well, low 100, whatever. I can't think of the way to say it. Went to my sister's. I bought them each for 97. 97's a really good price. Oh, that's summer crops. We don't have any of the... Do I have blueberries planted? I think I might have everything here planted except tomatoes. I actually have no idea what summer crops I have, but I might want to plant some tomatoes if I don't have them planted already. But we will be able to complete this bundle. Small bundle, but bundle complete nonetheless. And our reward is some summer seeds. Okay. Yeah, that's right. That just gives you more of that summer forage. Not that it's bad or anything. Oh, wait. What's happening here? Oh, they're going to unlock some more bundles for us. That's pretty cool. So we got the bulletin board unlocked. Thank you, Junimos, for your help. But I have to get out of here. I wonder if the community center has any changes in this mod that I'm playing. And you know what? If it's not too late, I might pay Sophia and her farm a visit before we head in for the night. I don't know if she'd still be out or awake. I mean, it's only 6:20, but it's just like it takes forever to get there, so you never know what time it's going to be by the time you arrive. At least it feels like that. Also, I don't remember exactly where her farm is. Oh, wait, no, I do now. You go this way. This is Andy's place. He's got some tomatoes. He's got some corn growing. Looks like things are coming along for him as well. More forage on the ground. Love to see it. Yeah, look at this. Look at all these grapes growing, though. This is... And the honey. Do you make mead here, too, miss? Hi, what book you reading? Also, do you make mead? Gus has been a friend of my family ever since I was little. I like it when he comes to visit. Yeah, Gus is a good guy. Would you like a sweet pea? Thanks. I guess not. She didn't sound like she was too thrilled with that. It was just a normal gift. Okay. At least it wasn't disliked. Like, I tried to give her that daffodil, and she's like, get the hell away from me. Alright, anyway, let's get out of here. But I also want to know, like, what they do with all this stuff. Like, is it just kind of like to set the scene, to kind of build the world a little bit, or do they actually, like, make lots and lots of money off of that? Because I'm looking at that, you know, with my past experience with the other farm, and I'm thinking that's, they're looking at a lot of money every week. Let's visit Andy as well. Maybe he wants, like, a mushroom or something. Andy seems like kind of a mushroom kind of guy. Oh, he's not even here. Oh, well. I tried. Can I give... No. Sandy shipping bin. Fresh foraged in here. You must have gathered some from the forest recently. Hey, me too. But also, stay away. That's mine. And maybe I can use the rest of my energy to clear the farm a little bit, since it's getting a little bit late. Normally, I like to do that at the beginning of the day. It's raining Van Ice. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. How you doing? Hallelujah. I can barely pronounce that word for some reason. I know what it is, but I can barely pronounce it. Alright, I know I said to clear things on the farm, but like right now I'm just going to do this. Alright, because that lets us plant all 30 of these summer seeds. Doing alright? That's good to hear. Got home from work like 4 hours ago. I'm pretty tired. Oh, I can imagine. I hope you're having a good time, you know, like hopefully relaxing a little bit now that you're off the clock. Something like that. Just seeing what's up and chatting with the fam. That sounds like a pretty good way to kind of unwind, you know? Hopefully you're getting the rest you need. I know whenever I get home from work, I'm just like beat. Even if it's not necessarily late in the day or whatever, it's just like you're still tired out. I tell myself it's okay to take a nap, because it is. And then I take a nap, and then sometimes I feel better, and sometimes I feel like even more tired than I already was, so... For me, naps are a gamble, but I still think they're quite useful. Also, I should probably be, like, mining a little bit more. My mining skill and my combat skill are pretty low. I guess technically, if I hit enough of these rocks with my pickaxe, I might be able to raise my mining skill. I'm not actually sure how that works. But again, that's why we have the experience bars up there, to kind of get an idea of, like, what does stuff for you, what doesn't. It looks like it is very slowly going up as I hit these rocks. You know, there's also the chance it might not be at all. True though, but honestly, I got for the first time in a while at work Some of my coworkers were slacking while I was doing majority of the work. No! Insert man indeed. I hate when that happens. It's kind of like in school when, like, you end up being the only one that does work on the group project, but I imagine at work it's even more frustrating because, well, there's more work to be done and, you know, more strict time limit to get it done because, you know, work is more of an immediate thing, I guess. Well, it also, I guess, depends on what you do. But still, I'd be mad too. Hopefully they stop slacking. And if they don't, they will be reported to the Better Business Bureau. Not that I think they deal with employees, but I don't know. It's worth a try. It's always a good time calling the BBB. Working at Amazon, everything has to be cohesive because when one person slacks off, everyone gets behind. Oh my god, yeah, I can only imagine. You know, just like with the way that stuff is usually set up, and again, I haven't like worked there or like been on the inside or anything, but I can only imagine. Oh, I'm gonna pass out. I'm not gonna make it to my house. No! Oh well. I always do that now. I don't know why. You'd think I would play this game before. I would like a double forge items, please. Anyway, yeah, it just seems like that kind of system is, you know, it's almost like everyone like plays a part in the entire system. So if like there's one part that's like not performing too well, it brings the whole system down. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Nothing wrong with sleeping in the rain. I personally wouldn't mind it. Like, maybe catch a cold, but like, I don't know. Apparently that's like more of a myth though. Where if you're out in the rain, you can catch a cold. I have no idea. Alright, also, I did not pay attention to what the weather or the spirits were saying. Alright, weather gonna be clear and dry tomorrow. And for the fortune, spirits are in good humor. Okay, that's good. Good to hear. Do want to hang on to a few things here, like this purple mushroom. That might be it. Oh no, the coal, the wood. Ooh, we're already over 999 wood. That's pretty good. That wasn't supposed to rhyme, but it did anyway. Guess we could throw our former sword in here. Yeah, the rest of the stuff I can sell. Not feel too bad about it. And then we have the artifact, which I guess I have to sell because we've already donated that to museum, so I mean, I do feel bad about that. You know what, maybe I'll hang on to it just because I'll always remember that person's grave I accidentally stole it from. Yo, Susan, my melons are growing like wildfire this year. Here's some extra seeds I got when I popped a number of them in my seed maker. Don't go trying to compete with me for the melon market though, I'll win. Well, thanks, Susan. I appreciate the friendly competition and the melon seeds. Alright, Linus, tent tips. Coming in with a new letter. Rob, you're so lucky I found you last night. You were on... Oh, come on, Linus. And someone was searching your pockets. I have no idea how much money they took. They ran away as soon as I approached. Be more careful. Yeah, Linus, someone was going through my pockets. I wonder who that could be. Anyway, let's go ahead and water our crops. And unfortunately, the seeds we planted yesterday didn't grow at all. I have no idea what determines that, but I don't like when that happens. I mean, I planted them, they were watered from the rain, and the game just said, not today, son. Like, I don't care if it's like, you know, it doesn't want to do it today, that's fine. Just let me know ahead of time, please. So that changes your plans, you know? Alright, out of water already. Then I'm gonna have to find another place to grow some more melons. I think these are melons right here, if I remember correctly. Don't remember what they look like. Or maybe these are the melons. Anyway, I got an idea of where we can plant them. Whoops. Oh, I'm just pouring water all over the place, wasting it. It'd be kind of cool if, like, you accidentally water a spot that's already been watered. It doesn't count, like in Animal Crossing. But Stardew can't be Animal Crossing, and that's okay. You know, we don't expect it to be. Just would be a nice little feature, that's all. Concerned Ape, if you're listening, I did hear you're still planning on updating the game, which is awesome, but like, just some ideas, and they're free, you know? Anything for the betterment of the game. And we're gonna spend most of our energy doing this today, but it's alright. Whoops. Is that how I want it? I think it is. Yeah, that's how I want it. Now it's more or less lined up. Now, I don't remember if my Scarecrow can get all of these, so I'll have to double check the radius on that. Cranberra is getting Phoebe to move out so she can move in. Love her murderous look on her face. Oh no. Wait a minute. Who's Cranberra? And do you mean Cranberra has a good murderous look, or Phoebe? I need to know this villager. That's like a great villager name. Whether they did that on purpose or not. Alright, let's see. Pick this up. Nope. Guess you have to hit it like this. Alright, so that does not get all of them. So we're gonna have to... Oh boy. Oh, this isn't good. Looks like we're just gonna have to make another Scarecrow, though. There's 2 sections over there. But that's not big, a big deal. We can do that. So, let's go ahead and sell the things we can sell. And get crafted another Scarecrow. So, Koala and Cranberra, she looks crazy. Okay, that's pretty cool then. I think she'd be a good villager. Now, why do you need to make a Scarecrow again? I think it's like... No, I'm taking the pictures off the wall. Oops. Alright, there we go. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. I don't remember who said that or what that was even about. Alright, so we'll put that one there. That'll cover both sections. Now we can kind of see what's going on over here. I don't know, I do think we're making decent progress clearing this area out. Obviously the big stumps we can't really do anything about yet, as well as the big logs and the big rocks, but getting most of the scraps gone, getting most of the trees out of the way. Making the area a lot better for farming. Alright, so we still got like this section over here, plus everything across the bridge. Whoops. Little tree trying to come up. Alright, and that did actually raise my mining skill on that rock right there. And then we have a little bit over on our right as well. Yeah, we got this little fenced-in area that I want to clear out too. Oh, this area is a big mess. We don't really have the energy to clear a lot of this stuff out just yet. But I'll push it back a little bit and just, you know, call it a day. Oh, actually, there's like a lot of stuff down here in this lower section. Gonna keep an eye on my energy as I go through here. And you know what? We can probably clear off this bridge too. It's just got like logs on it. Or like, well, twigs or whatever. Sticks? I don't know. They're like small branches. Let's just call them small branches. For the sake of simplicity here. A little bit of these small branches out of the way. I almost call them small blanches. And blanching is like a cooking process. So that's something different entirely. You ever blanched something before? I remember I blanched some fries I made when I was cooking up some poutine. Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't even know about this area. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's blocked off right now, but that's awesome. Blanche is also a golden girl. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Alright, looks like nothing else over there. Energy is pretty low. Probably, yeah, you know what? Maybe we can cut down that little mini tree that's trying to pop up, but I more just kind of want to get the little scraps out of the way. But then again, the mini tree evolves into, like, an even larger tree when left unchecked, but apparently I'm just not going to do it because I accidentally left. Alright, so we got some more wood. We got a geode we can go get checked. And the rest of the stuff I can, well, you know, take this. Probably sell the mixed seeds, honestly. I'm not a big fan of mixed seeds. Alright, let's hope Marnie's home, and if she's not, maybe we can go find her. I think we do have NPC map locations enabled. Hi, need something? I might be getting some different kinds of animals in the future. Yo, that's cool. Although I'll need to make sure there's a market for them, so you'll have to prove your skill with animals first. Fair enough. Just keep treating your animals with respect and good things will happen. I agree, Marnie. I'm glad that, we're slowly becoming friends. Can I go in your room yet? No, not quite. Not quite yet, but that's okay. Alright, no one in the shed working on anything. Yeah, I guess Shane does work at Joja's, so that is where he would be. Maybe Andy's at his farm. We can check him out. Go into town, talk to some more people. I don't think I'll make it to the museum / blacksmith in time, even if I started going there right now. Just goes to show, I kind of wish I could walk faster, but I guess it makes the horse more useful when eventually I can get a horse. Because in vanilla Stardew Valley, the horse is nice, but like definitely not necessary. With the amount of like new expansive land we have here in Stardew Valley Expanded, it's definitely more useful. You know, you'll definitely get more out of it. Save a lot of time. Then again, there might be some other ways to improve walking speed or the like. Are you just not home today? Sophia? Hello? I guess not. That's fine. It's weird that, like, you can just kind of wander into their houses when they're not there. But, I mean, I guess you can do that in a lot of things. I mean, Pokemon's famous for that. Although, usually the people are there. They never leave their houses. They can't go anywhere else if they wanted to. Unfortunately, they're bound to a singular purpose in life, and usually doesn't involve... Oh my goodness, they actually have swimsuits. When has this been... Well, I guess it's been things since the mod. Rainbow Shell, I think I want to hang on to this. Normally I'd sell it, but you need one for something. 1440p Stardew UI looks weird. It kind of does, but hello, Warlord. Welcome to Streamtown. Hungry, where's Mom? Not at the beach. Dad was telling me about our national enemy, the Gatoro Empire. They sound like a ruthless bunch. Oh my goodness. Wish I could do that in Animal Crossing. Desperately want to redecorate some villagers' houses. That would be sick. Leah doing some art on the beach. I came for the sound of the ocean. Beautiful, isn't it? Yes, it is. I will be taking these. Thank you. I hope you weren't drawing that coral. And you can see even more. Works for me. Yeah, I kind of like it. It's a little weird, especially since I'm going to have to do a little bit of figuring out off-stream because... Where's the resolution? So I have it in, like, windowed borderless mode, whatever, but, like, the resolution is grayed out, which means to me that this is probably not the resolution it's at right now. But just in case, I want to, like, take this off, make the resolution, like, something that actually makes sense. Again, I don't think this is the resolution, but it does say that when it's grayed out, which makes me a little bit nervous. So, oh, wait, can we? Oh, we can't zoom out anymore. So no windowed mode should be dynamic rest of window size. Or, no, window mode should be dynamic rest of window size. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Dynamic resolution. Like, it basically, if it's on borderless windowed, it's on your native resolution, is what I'm getting from that. I think that's how it works, too. It's just that number threw me off a little bit. But yeah, it's kind of cool to be able to see more. It definitely does look a lot smaller. And it's weird because, like, I have the 1440p UI, and obviously, in the stream, it's being downscaled to 1080p. So, I don't know if that necessarily looks good or bad. Why are you in a wedding dress, Haley? If you stay in the sun a lot, it'll make your hair lighter. It's a good thing to know. Yes, it is a good thing to know. I don't know why they have that there. Is your second screen 1440 x 900? Maybe. Nope, it's 1920 by 1080. View from the cliff is my favorite. The ocean goes all the way into the horizon. It seems like forever. I'd love to see what's on the other side one day. I was just talking about that, Sophia. See, we would know. I was talking about that the other day. Got to check out the cliffside, but yeah, unfortunately, they are closed. And they being the there's Andy. Let's talk to Andy. They being the blacksmith and the museum. You can always rely on corn for steady and slow profit because it lasts for 2 seasons. This the reason I plant corn during the summer season. Did they do that to make him have more of like a dialect, or did they just like not have that make grammatical sense? Helps me save on those seed expenses. You right though. You right though. Mayor Lewis, what's up? You're looking good in your not matching picture to your sprite, overworld sprite right now. The saloon gets pretty lively at night. I like to visit once a week or so to catch up on things and to get a taste of Gus's authentic spaghetti. Somebody touching my spaghetti? DAE 2017? Was that 2017? I don't even remember. We're very lucky to have a library in such a small town. You're lost in a book, it's easy to forget the realities of your life. Maybe that's why I like reading so much. Sorry, got carried away there. It's all good, Penny. You never have to apologize. Also, your summer dress is looking good. Looking really sharp. Olivia. Hello, dear. What do you think of my new earrings? I ordered these in the mail from Saltine City. Saltine City, huh? Looking extremely goth here, Abigail. Oh my god, look at the hat, though. The hat kills it. If I knew how to use a sword, I'd be exploring those caves by the mountain lake right now. It's probably nice and cool in there. Probably is. Actually, where'd Victor go? Is he home? Let's see if Victor's home. Think if you stand in the sun, your hair won't survive a long time? True. Also true. And I think neither would the rest of you. I need to think about what I need to do today. The day's almost over, my dude. I hope you figure that out. I mean, right now he's like concentrating real hard on that microwave. Be nice if you had a zoom level toggle hotkey, by the way. I don't know if some mod implements something like that. That would be really nice, yeah. I'll have to look if there's a mod for that, because that seems like a great quality of life feature. See, I don't think I have anything to turn into Pelican Town, the community center. I don't know why I called it Pelican Town something. I guess because it does say Pelican Town on the side. There is a crab pot bundle, though. And it's one that I can't complete yet. And our energy is pretty low for the day, so maybe we will just kind of head back home before I pass out again and lose even more money. Like, it was one thing when I did it when I had, like, millions of gold, but, like, now it's actually kind of costly, so gotta be more careful about that. It can be really zoomed out, or, yeah, have the really zoomed out be default and then quick swap if you want to see from up close. That'd be pretty cool. I would really like that. Hell, they can add that to the base game. It doesn't even have to be a mod. Just add it. They know they want to. They might not know they want to. Hello, Copper. Yes, I do want to save this. We don't have any more. Alright, 9 o'clock only, though. Alright, well, maybe I can search for a little bit more forage. Can't believe I almost got the farm cleaned up already. Even if it is, like, a lot bigger of a farm than I'm used to. And there's, like, a couple of mushrooms out here. There's purple mushroom, there's red mushroom. I mean, crimson fungus, of course. Gotta throw in that Minecraft reference. I mean, make it PC only, I guess. Oh, true. Oh, wait a minute. In before doesn't work because the console versions don't have enough buttons. That, you know what? Since this game started on PC, I would hope they just say, you know what? The consoles can just, like, go... But, you know, they could just go continue on being consoles peacefully and not interrupt the PC gaming experience. But yeah, they could just make that PC only. Consoles not having enough buttons. I mean, their controllers are full of buttons, and they still can't figure it out. This almost looks like you can cross because the land underneath the bridge, but yeah, that's not something we can do just yet. All right, let's head back. Dislike games deciding against features because they're multi-platform. Anyways, Warzone has some terrible controls because they mainly developed for console. Ooh, that sucks. Yeah, that's always a shame. Like, why not just like? I mean, I guess it like takes more effort, but like if you just like design to the benefit of each platform, like maybe there's some things in consoles that would be better for them, and let them have that. And let the PC have better stuff that is happening on PC. Like, why can't you do that? Or at the very least, just make the PC game better because it generally is better. But I don't know, I guess they can't do that. They would probably piss off Sony and Microsoft a little bit if they tried something like that. But yeah, it's a shame that they do that, and it just like compromises the quality of the game. It's like, this isn't really necessary, folks. You don't gotta do it like that. All right, let's go to bed. Hey, level 3 mining. We can make a miner's treat, which is a rainbow lollipop for some reason. Yo, look at this. Did you see, what was that line about? I mean, it's gone now, but why was that there? Like the button you need to double tap to explode your C4 is the same button you need to hold to pick up a gun from the ground. Oh, it does not seem like they thought that out. So if you trigger your C4 while standing on a gun, you pick it up and most likely die if there's somebody close. And yeah, you can rebind the key, but it always will do both. That's stupid. What were they thinking on that one? I even remember, like, Modern Warfare 2, I'm pretty sure wasn't even like that. Way back in the day, Xbox 360. How did they mess that up? Current conditions this morning are as follows. The weather is 33.8 crisp and no translation weather TV.wet.dry lightning. Tomorrow, the weather will be dark and stormy. Tomorrow's temperatures will be cooler than today with a high of 28 crisp and a low of 20 crisp. Yeah, something got a little messed up there. Oh wait, no, I didn't check the other stuff. I got too distracted by the funny weather report. And the spirits are somewhat mildly perturbed today. Alright, fair enough. So it's going to be stormy tomorrow. That gives me an opportunity to upgrade our watering can. And I think I do want to do that. Gotta water this first. I also want to see if I can make lightning rods, but I don't think I can yet, so that's gonna be a little bit scary for our crops here. I think we might, fortunately, get some lightning damage. And how did these not grow for 2 days in a row? 2 days in a row, my summer seeds just did not do anything, even though they've been excuse me? It's not raining. I guess they did say dry lightning. That rarely happens. I mean, it's never happened to me before in Stardew Valley at all. I mean, obviously it's part of the weather mod, but I feel like lightning without any kind of rain isn't super common. I mean, like, yeah, like when a storm's rolling in, you know, obviously you get the lightning first and it's not raining, but it doesn't seem to be the case. I think they call them dry thunderstorms. I think RimWorld has them too, which sucks because then the lightning strikes things, then everything catches on fire. Whatever, we'll just... I don't know why I went back to refill that. Seems like seems a little like, despite the made-up unit, it's fairly close to Celsius. Yeah, it kind of seems like it. I could believe it. Depends on your location, to be honest. Yeah, I guess. Although, I haven't heard of a place on Earth that gets weather like that, but, I mean, not saying it doesn't exist, I just haven't heard of it. Because, like, even in the context of RimWorld, I thought that was just, like, a sci-fi kind of thing, where it's like, yeah, this planet has strange weather, and this is what it's like. But it's actually, like, maybe that does happen like that somewhere. Alright, we have to, I don't know why I refilled it. Give Copper his water, too. I've had some dry thunderstorms here last year. Interesting. Alright, I guess that's not as crazy as I thought it was. They're rare compared to the ones with rain. I could definitely see that. Like, even in Stardew, they're rare compared to the ones with the rain. Even in RimWorld. But again, those are video games. Well, in Germany anyway. True. Like, maybe some places get it more often or something. Alright, so let's take these to upgrade our watering can. I think that's all we want to do. It's thunderstorming in Animal Crossing, and we're having one during the night on... Dude, tomorrow, I hope. Ooh, that sounds good. The Animal Crossing thunderstorms are beautiful. I've never experienced one on my own island yet, but they're so great. Big fan of them. Alright, hang on to that. This doesn't seem like it damages anything. It seems like almost nobody's playing Animal Crossing anymore. Yeah, it's kind of the thing, at least on Twitch, kind of the thing that happened where it's like, it'll be huge for like a month, maybe two, and then it just kind of falls off. Play every day multiple times a day. I definitely still play every day, but definitely I'm still playing a lot less. But I do still fire it up and play every day. Mainly do the daily chores. Sometimes I got some little tiny projects I do, but I still play it. I just haven't streamed it because I haven't had anything I want to do on stream just yet. I do have something planned that I want to stream. Also, I should be paying attention to this cutscene. I haven't seen this before. Hello, Rob. I was just on the way. Wait, on the way? What? Did I read that wrong? I probably read that wrong. Good day, Morris. Oh, so they're not, they don't really like each other. I understand that. Oh, I missed most of that cutscene. Oh, well. Oh no, there's still a little bit more. Joe just paving the way to greatness in Stardew Valley. It's only a matter of time until we are all united under Joja. Now that's a little terrifying. Alright, see you later, Jeff Bezos. Lightning throws me off. It's just so weird seeing it in broad daylight. Like, aren't there usually at least clouds with the dry thunderstorms? I would feel like there'd have to be clouds at least. Daily stuff sounds a bit like it's not fun. It's still fun, or otherwise I wouldn't do it. Saving up my Nook miles. Almost have 100,000. I don't know what... I don't think anything happens that's special when you get 100,000 Nook miles, but I want to find out. The events... Sometimes, like, there's been a few events since I've last streamed. Some of them I think have been fine, but, like, others I wasn't a fan of. Like, the wedding event was kind of not that good. It was just like, hey, do another wedding thing. Do this wedding thing. Alright, do it again every single day for a month. Save up your heart crystals, because then you get special wedding furniture. And I wanted it just to collect it, but eventually I got so tired of that wedding garbage that I was like, you know what? This ain't gonna happen anymore. Wait, we can donate both these to Gunther. Let's do that. Do you need cloud sushi since you need to have an imbalance in charge? Okay. That's what I was thinking. Bun competition was yesterday. I played till I got the butterfly wand and backpack. Nice. I played a little bit of that yesterday, but then by the time I was able to get back into Animal Crossing, like after streaming and like having dinner and stuff, it was over. So I was a little bit mad about that. I mean, I was like, I wanted to end Flick's life, and I think part of that had to do with my rage from the Dark Souls stream still kind of simmering. But I wanted Flick to not be living anymore. When he told me that, oh sorry, the bug catching thing's over. You can't catch bugs anymore. It's 6 o'clock. You kidding me? I'll see you in a couple of months. Alright, Flick. Anyway, weather physics are surprisingly complicated, to be honest. They are. And they're pretty cool. They're pretty interesting. I like meteorology. Do we have mussels in the community center? We do not. Okay, cool. Put it up there so I know to donate it. Haley in her weird wedding dress. It's really a wedding dress in the portrait there. I wonder what Alex is doing today. Oh, I didn't notice he's standing there. That's fine. I wasn't actually going to be here very long anyway. But there's that, and the fact that Flick ruined the KK thing this week. They had to switch KK to Friday instead of Saturday night because Flick was there. Which is really dumb because Flick doesn't even do anything when KK can actually do concerts. Like, he's already done by the time KK would be able to accept requests anyway. Sometimes I wish I could grow stuff that isn't grapes, but then Blue Moon Vineyard wouldn't be a vineyard. I guess that makes sense, but you know what? You can. I offer to you my joint farm. Well, we could have a partnership, so I'm trying to suggest. Although I don't really have much to offer to such a partnership, but wouldn't it be sick if you could just like partner up with these other farmers? Even though we're technically probably rivals or something, I think that'd be pretty cool. Let's see what Andy's up to. Let's pick a few tomatoes while he's not looking. Got him. Find anything good in the woods lately, farmer? Just don't forage too much. I rely on foraging for part of my livelihood, you know. Oh, yeah, same here, dude. Whoa! Oh, my goodness. Christian, hello!
3 months. I rarely catch your streams anymore, but idk. Something anyway.
Idk. You love the British man saying idk. Christian, thank you so much for the resub. 3 months dedicated subscriber support. And you know what? I've missed you, but you know, that's okay. If you can't catch the streams, you know, I understand. Life happens, things go on. Sometimes you're just not feeling it. But I do definitely appreciate the support nonetheless. Thank you so much for subscribing anyway. I hope you're having a good day so far. Hope your weekend was great too. I appreciate it. Let's sell this stuff, and then we'll go put the mussel at the community center. It's weird calling it that, but it is a mussel. You stream early for me usually? True. I definitely don't stream at the most ideal times. Hello, Thunder. Scared me again. Alright, by the way, I saw a video today evaluating if viruses can stay in quantum superposition for a longer while inspired by the president's just measure less. I don't understand. I guess the quantum superposition thing throws me off. I usually know politics, but I feel like that was another somewhat 200 IQ. I mean, yeah, if you measure less, you will have less confirmed cases. That's true. However, I don't think that's what we should be doing. I mean, that's just like, anyway, that's a little silly. Let's go to the community center. Please, let's see, how much things do we have left for the crab pot bundle? This is always the worst one. Oh, just one, and that's easy enough to get a crab in the mines, which I have been meaning to go to for a while. Maybe we can do that for the rest of the day. It's investigating if it could mean our measurements actually caused the virus to appear. What? Wouldn't that be insane? That's like not a thing though, right? Like just because we're measuring it, that doesn't cause the virus to appear, right? Like, I can't think of a way where that makes sense. Anyway. I mean, that'd be like some kind of like supernatural virus then, right? I mean, viruses, they're just viruses. Pretty insulated from the rest of the... Oh yeah, Stardew Valley. Insulated pros and cons. Yo, Demetrius, that's a cool graphic tee you got on there. If you and Mara become friends, I'm sure she'll show you how to use that telescope out back. Pretty exciting, huh? Yeah, I like looking at the stars. Observation of a thing changes its properties, so technically it is a plausible argument? Huh. It's kind of a thing in quantum mechanics, but viruses are too macroscopic to really be in such a state in the first place. Interesting. That is weird, though. Observation of things changing its properties. My brain doesn't want to comprehend. Well, I mean, it's not that it doesn't want to comprehend. It just doesn't comprehend. Possible for someone that knows nothing of quantum mechanics. See, I don't know. I don't know nothing. It's more the measurement than the observation. Okay. Like, part of me is like, okay, well, maybe the tools we use to measure have an effect on it somehow. Like, maybe that's where it comes from. But, like, is it just the act of measuring it that, like, changes it? I really don't know. I mean, I've never really studied quantum mechanics at all. Very, very briefly touched upon them in a few science classes in my schooling courses or whatever. It's a good way to think of it, I guess, but it's pretty fundamental. See, I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm just gonna say I know nothing, but that's kind of neat. But yeah, I mean, quantum mechanics is something that I think is interesting and that I'd like to understand more about, but I never really go out there and seek the knowledge. I mean, maybe if I was still in school, I'd be like, yeah, give me some of them quantum mechanics classes or whatever. You know, sign me up to some kind of gateway to that. But since I'm not in school, I'm like, all right, I don't got time for this. Which is not really true. I mean, I'm playing a video game on Twitch.television right now, so one could argue that my time would be better spent educating myself. And I would say no you to that argument. It's really hard to make sense of. Nobody really understands it even today, but we got effective models that work super well. Well, at least the models are there. Like, I feel like even if we don't understand it, having the models is like at least like a basis if they consistently work pretty well. So, like, there's some kind of base understanding in a way, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I don't make any sense right now. Alright, bet. Bring it on. By the way, this rapier, whatever I'm using, is it a cutlass or a rapier? Rapier. That's probably not even how you pronounce that, but, like, it's good. It's a good weapon. I like it. It's just kind of, it's one of those, you know, low damage, but, like, high crit rate and high crit damage, and I'm kind of digging it, at least at this point in the game. Alright, I would like to get down to the floor after this, then head out of the mines. But there's a time thing and an energy thing you gotta try to keep track of. At this point in that field of science, we're like cavemen with fire. Oh, wow. Alright, well, when you put it into perspective like that, I can see how maybe there's a lot we still have yet to learn. Enough to get us by, but not enough to make real advancements. Hopefully we'll get there someday. I'm sure we will. I mean, that's just kind of like how humans have been with knowledge and stuff. Just the advancement of things, it goes forward. Or up, or depending on... It depends on your perspective, and like... Alright, I actually can't destroy any more of these rocks, I think, without... Let's try this one. Let's see, 5 energy, 4 energy, 2 energy. Alright, 0 energy, so we can't do any more energy today, unfortunately. Didn't quite make it down to level 45, but hey, we did get some mining done. We got our combat skill leveled up. We have some iron, which is, you know, material we haven't really had a whole heck of a lot of until just now. Guess we can give this to Gunther at some point. Same with the Jade. Same with the Frozen Tear. Okay, so we actually have, like, some things we can give to Gunther as well. It's tough because to fully explain why and how, you kind of have to start around 1870. Yeah, that's too far back. I'm a 90s kid, you know. It's hard to really grasp the scale of the universe. Hello? Life algorithm? I know it's not exactly the same, but that was pretty fitting. It's tough, for example, if you want to prove the gravitation in the form some theories predict that you might need a particle collider the size of your galaxy, which is a bit bigger than we can do right now. That's a big particle collider. Yeah, that's I feel like we're maybe a few hundred years off from having something of that scale. I mean, like, isn't there like theoretical, like theoretically we could like have these giant I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like capturing the energy of the sun with like these like mirrors or solar panels or something that we put around it, or was that to make like some kind of laser? I don't remember what it was, but there was something about like putting giant mirrors around the sun. I can't remember what that was for, but I feel like until we master, you know, we got to work our way up. Right now we don't even have that, so you know that's one star in a galaxy. So until we can get like space structures on the like galaxy level, I feel like it's going to be hard to get like a um what do you call it, the you know the space things, this, you know, to get that space, the particle collider the size of the galaxy. And even then you gotta like, we would just need to take a galaxy, and I feel like that's probably not ideal. And then like in space, like could we make it like I don't know, this is too much for me. Be 70,000 years off even making it to the further edge of the galaxy if we had light speed travel. Well, I mean, we'll figure that out first, right? We'll figure out teleportation technology. You just pick a coordinate and you just put it in there, and then you're just there. No, that's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen. All right, sell the sweet peas. I guess we can keep the slime. Could sell one frozen tier. I want to keep most of the stuff, though. And the rest of the stuff I want to keep. We'll keep it. Love to see what advancements or regressions we make in 1,000 years. Me too. And hopefully it's not really too much in the way of regression, but I mean, you never know with like the way some things are. Sometimes you just never know. Hey, we didn't fill up our entire chest yet. That's pretty nice. Well, now we did. Too late. So this is for Gunther, this is for Gunther, and this is for Gunther. And we'll have to talk to Gunther tomorrow. It's going to rain tomorrow, so we don't have to water our plants, luckily. Seabass, hello, welcome to the stream. I didn't know there was a... That's amazing. There's an actual Twitch global emote for a dunce cap. That's hilarious. But yeah, I'm kind of with you there, Rebecca. This is... My mind's a little bit melted right now. Like, if you had, like, a block of cheese, that's where I started off at, and then it's, like, concentrating the sun via magnifying glass into that block of cheese until it just, like, slowly melts away, and it's just, I got melt brain right now. Could make my brain into some kind of, like, a melt sand. You know what? Now I'm hungry. I'm not gonna eat my brain, but, like, I might make, like, a melt. Like a sandwich. Most of these ideas sound nice on paper, but I doubt we will do all that much, even in our solar system in the near future. No, Elon Musk wants to terraform Mars, but we might first have to take care of our own planet if we want humanity to survive to that day. Very true. Gotta take care of what we got going on here, or else the Mars thing doesn't matter too much. I mean, there's the Flat Earth Society, so what? You mean the Earth isn't flat? Grilled cheese? Ooh, grilled cheese sounds good too. Sun cooked melt? That would be delicious. Potato? Hello? Potatoes are delicious. We getting hungry up in here. Hey, root splatter. I'm gonna see what's with this little divide. It like slowly fades away. I have no idea what that's all about. And then we have like, obviously this is just kind of like a horizon line kind of thing, but anyway, that's just kind of strange. God, I'm so hungry right now. Getting our heat wave back to pretty sure this week coming we can cook eggs on the sidewalk. Sometimes it be like that. See, horizon perfectly flat. Exactly. I mean, if you needed more proof, I don't know what Earth flat me want food. I did not eat lunch before the stream, and did not have the largest breakfast either. Also in Animal Crossing. Wait a minute. Or is that Assassin's Creed? Or is that the air conditioning? See, I can't do AC anymore as an abbreviation. I want it to just be Animal Crossing, but too many other things exist, so we're gonna have to get rid of air conditioners and erase Assassin's Creed from the collective minds of everyone in the world. Saw that meme where somebody took a good camera and zoomed in so much on a basketball that he could prove it's flat? No. I have not seen that. That is fantastic, though. Personally, I don't care if the Earth is a sphere or a disk, but the idea of a disk Earth just sounds so absurd. It's more likely that we're in a Matrix-style reality than living on a flat Earth. You know what? Probably. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, why does it matter what shape it is? We're all living here. We gotta take care of each other. Take care of our planet. I guess maybe that could lead to differences in exactly how to do that, but who cares? Did I also see the Flat Earth Society use photos from video games as proof? Oh god. That's... Oh my goodness. I mean, I was joking about the Stardew thing, by the way. But they might take it and see, like, yep, it's flat. Alright, I think we need at least one hot pepper for the, oh no, I ruined my hate when I do that. Yeah, there we go. Now it's in order. This is not in order yet. Oh my goodness, look at me sort things. I'm sorting things. Look at it go. I guess I never really put the bat wings away, did I? Oh well. We'll hang on to that for a little while. Anyway. I accidentally hit the sort button. Summer crops? Just one. Okay. That's easy then. That one goes in the bundle. The rest go in the basket. We will make lots and lots of money today. Do you ever understand what people even mean by they say Matrix? I guess just like the Matrix movie. I don't know. Because I know Matrix has a lot of different meanings too. Because, like, I mean, it's like a math term as well. Just like matrices and stuff. I barely remember that. It's not something you could scientifically evaluate. I mean, you might be able to. Just get like a better microscope. Just get like a really good camera and zoom in on it. And then you can prove anything. I think summer crops are up here. Yes. Yes, they are. It's basically that we live in a simulated reality. It's, again, technically plausible if our simulation is that perfectly created. Apparently, it's, like, more plausible than not that that's our reality. Like, if it's something that's physically possible, then apparently the chances of that being the case are, like, more likely than not. I don't remember where that came from, but... There's no definite answer because the simulation could be in a simulation, and it wouldn't change a single thing. That's also true. Like, who cares if it's a simulation? Now, like, it's cool to find out, I guess, but, like, at the end of the day, we're still living. We're still here. Oh my god, Fi-Fi has a mic emote. That's so good. Mike Wazowski, by the way. Sell this. Right, we gotta take this to Gunther. And then I guess we can talk to some people. Maybe do a little fishing. Fishing skill's not too great yet. And especially since it's raining. Oh, the thunder. It scares me every time. And I think Clint's still working on the, watering can. I almost called it a radio for some reason. Hello? It's definitely not a radio he's working on. Oh boy. Cannot scientifically evaluate how likely it is. They took the work from Leonard Susskind, probably not saying that right, which is the holographic principle, and made up some crap based on it for punchlines. Oh. Well, that's a shame, I guess. Ooh, a standing geode and a night on Echo Hill. So this is going to be cool. I'm going to take the stuff home, well, when we get home. And it's got some cool things going on with it now. Sus is in his name. That's also true. How can you trust someone with sus in their name? I wouldn't. Why take the chance? I care too much for astronomy to know. Oh, we got a fish. And you know how it is with fish. Oh, don't you dare try to get away from me. Oh, I gotta blink. Sometimes when this happens, I don't blink, and I don't realize it until my eyes start hurting. There we go, got him. That's a pike. I didn't really need a pike. Care too much for astronomy to know experts actually never said is most likely, and if somebody did, that was more like a gut feeling than a scientific result. I guess that's something we might not have the tools to measure anyway. Like, I don't even know where to begin with that. Like, there's no matrix sniffing technology where we can just, like, detect the fabric of reality. You know, it's just... I don't think we have the technology to prove it one way or another. I think all we have is, like, math, and that's all based on theory. Well, the math isn't based on the theory, but it's like applying math to theories to kind of come to a conclusion. And since, well, I don't even know if you'd call them theories, because, like, theories are usually based on some kind of evidence as well. Exactly, it's outside the realm of measurement, which makes it not science by nature. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Kind of like God. It's a theory, just not a scientific one, because no evidence can validate or invalidate it. That's also true. I guess, to an extent, just kind of like as people. Also, I want this treasure chest. I don't care about getting the perfect catch on the fish. I guess we also sort of have to accept the fact that, like, at least as things are now, and I think I do need the shad for some kind of fish bundle. Oh, it's not the lake, of course. There's river. Oh. Oh, we already donated one. Okay. Never mind, we're fine. Anyway, I think that, like, at least as things are now, we kind of have to accept that there's things we just, like, can't really know the answer to. And, like, sure, maybe that can change in the future if some kind of insane advancement happens, and or more likely, like, a series of advancements. But I think there's just some things that we can't really know, and we can just, like, you know, maybe we want to know so bad, and that's why we kind of try to explain it with, like, these theories and the math, even though we can't really measure certain things about it. So we want to know. We want to think that we can just figure out everything, and think just to an extent that you can't. And I'm not saying it's not possible in the future. Again, who knows what... Oh, man. Like, I don't want to, like, say that we shouldn't even bother trying to figure it out, because that's not where I'm getting at. But I think right now we just can't know. Just getting a little rambly about that, because the media always blows up simulation and multiverse stuff because people seem to get excited for it a lot. It is an exciting prospect. I'll give them that. That's going to get the clicks. That's going to get the views. And then perhaps the more important scientific stuff kind of gets brushed away. Also, can I even have bait? No, I can't. Not yet, anyway. Not on this fishing pole. Okay, this looks like a good one. I'm going to have to read that after this. Oh, he's getting away. these fish are so tough. My neighbor can't flush her toilet when she goes for her poop, and she has a low flow toilet. Oh no. And she has the nerve to say, I hope the sanitized the toilet is from China. What? She's the one straining the toilet bowl with her poop. Wait. She's like concerned if the toilet's from China or not? What does that have to do with her clogging the thing or whatever? I mean, the low flow toilets, don't get me wrong. I think that's great that they can kind of like have that, you know, little bit of water savings, but like sometimes you need a little bit more power, you know? That's why, like, I know there's some toilets that have like a mode for pee and a mode for poop. So the pee one, it's just like, yeah, it just releases the water, almost no power needed, right? But sometimes it's just like you need a little extra power to get that stuff out of there. Totally right. Even mathematics itself has inbuilt Godel and completeness. Yeah, I don't know what that is either. The mindset that we can understand everything was more valid before World War II. I guess I can kind of see that. Just kind of like at the pace things were sort of picking up, and, you know, the space age. Well, I guess the space age was after World War II, but... Dumb as fuck, and is probably high. Most of the buildings are smokers. It stinks so much in this building, gives me a headache. Oh, that kind of sucks. Alright, so that's the name of a mathematician that showed some controversial stuff in mathematics that changed how basically everyone has to think about it. Oh. Hopefully, like, controversial in a good way, though. Well, I guess, I don't know. Controversy, I guess, sort of implies some kind of negativity because there's, like, arguments about both ways, and I don't know. AKA, there's mathematical stuff that can be right, but there are 0 ways to prove it. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I should just... Oh, man, I wish I knew about this when I was in school, because when they say, like, show your work or, like, prove that you got the answer right, I can just say that we can't. I know that's not the same thing, but it'd be fun to be, like, a smart-ass back then, you know? I think a lot of us can relate to that. It's long thought to not be the case. That's where the incompleteness comes from. Oh, you saw it without the capital letter. I gotcha. The way he proved that is very smart and complicated. I don't fully understand myself. You probably have to have like a Rick and Morty-esque IQ to be able to understand that, so... I think... definitely for me, that's out of my IQ weight class. Answers are in the back of the book. Yeah, there you go. Show how you got your answer. Alright, well, I flipped to this page, and it said so. I actually had something in chemistry that was similar to that concept, where we had to balance some kind of chemical equations, and there was like some kind of like math, or I don't even remember what it was involved, but our teacher was like, all right, do this stuff and the answers are here, so make sure you get the right answers. And no matter what I did, I couldn't get the right answer. But at the same time, the answers are there. You have to put the right answer, so I just kind of like got as close as I could and said, okay, but also somehow this is just the answer. And she was like, that's wrong. And I'm like, I know, but like this is the right answer. And it's like, but the work's wrong. And I'm like, I know, but I tried to get the right answer. I couldn't do it. It didn't make any sense. I hated that. Anyway. You need to study mathematics, basically, not physics. Yeah. Yeah, definitely much deeper into the mathematics kind of thing. Yeah, they can't call the book a liar, although I guess it's not always right. But, I mean, it's more accurate than, like, a lot of things, probably. It's more accurate than I am, anyway. Do a decent amount of what people do for their math degree, just not everything, luckily. Yeah, some of that stuff seems like it'd be... Oh, right, I need to get these geodes. I almost said oppressed. I need to get them assessed first, not oppressed. I don't think he'll do that, though, because he's working on the watering can. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, well. Anyway, I imagine a lot of that math stuff is kind of, painful to have to go through. I mean, that's kind of why I drifted more towards IT than computer science. Although, not sure that was necessarily the right idea, but I didn't know back then. So basically, the way I see it is calculating things can often be trivial. I think that's a good way to look at it. Sometimes, yeah, you can calculate it, but like it don't matter. It don't prove the thing you're trying to prove. It can help. It can help you understand it and like maybe how certain things. I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting melt brain again. It's bad at school in general. My sister went to the high school for 2 years. Oh, another fish. I wonder if your fishing skill goes up more for catching fish that are harder to catch. God, stop moving. You miserable piece of garbage. Come on, get on the hook. I'll take your lunch money. Could use your lunch money. I'm real hungry. You order Jimmy John's or something. Hey. Stay on the line. Okay, we got him. Holy crap. And it's just a pike. Sorry about that. Anyway. Sister went to the high school for 2 years before I got there. Not once did she get in trouble. First day I got a detention. What? That teacher had it out for me, though. They kept me in because didn't have the right color binder. Like, what the hell? That's stupid. Bitch, you want me to have a battlefield/camping backpack on my back all day? Oh, I'm sorry. You get a detention. That's not the right color binder. That's ridiculous. Come on now. My chemistry teacher kind of had it out for me, too. But I mostly laughed it off back then, and I definitely laugh it off back now. I got some funny stories about my chemistry class back in high school. Theory crafting is something else, though, especially if you want to prove them based on the foundations of mathematics. Just saying the stuff you do in school is just the practical side of mathematics mostly. The more annoying stuff is not even exposed to you until uni. And I was not allowed to be exposed to that, apparently, because I wanted to do more math. They wouldn't let me do more math. So I'm like, all right. And to be honest, I'm not too upset with that. I just wanted to stay sharp, you know? I didn't really want to learn more math. I just kind of wanted to keep doing math so I didn't forget how to do it. But here I am now, and I don't remember how to do most of the things I knew how to do. It's also so complicated that these days you often have groups of people working on that, since it's often too much for a single person to even tackle. That and, like, calculators. Definitely calculators. And, like, supercomputers. Crunching the numbers. You can't ask one person to do all that. That's not fair. Everyone's got to contribute to the group project. Anyway, I'm mostly saying nonsense, but that's nothing new here. Okay, now I understand why people don't like the fishing system here. I used to just think, oh, well, just raise your fishing skill. It'll give you the bigger bar. It's real freaking annoying with the small bar. And I don't even consider myself bad at this minigame. I mean, I guess I haven't played it in a while, but still. I don't know why we rambled on about that, but we can change the topic now. I don't mind. I just can't participate as much because melt brain, basically. And also, probably would help if I, like, had something to eat for lunch. Your brain needs food, too. That's why they call it brain food. I mean, not literally, but, you know, your brain working hard, that burns calories. Funny how they make it easier for you with time, even if you get more experience with time. Right, like, you would think it'd be, Well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the opposite necessarily, but it's kind of annoying that it really sucks starting out, and then, like, as you go on, not only is the actual bar bigger, but you're just better at the minigame by then. Just from having played it so many times. You know what? I'm done. I can't do it anymore. Fishing rod sounds like it's farting. It kind of does, yeah. Want to make it feel like your character is learning it? Yeah, and that makes sense, but like I just kind of want the bigger bar at this point, especially for those fish. I mean, there's some fish that are like super easy to catch, and you know, I'm gonna see if maybe I think this is like one of the areas with the easier to catch fish. I'm gonna try it anyway. That scared me. Actually, I think this might still be the river, because I see that pond up here in the corner. But we'll try this one. Yeah, like, this one's barely moving. Just goes to show the difference. And, you know, I guess a pike is kind of a harder fish to catch, so... Let's go over here. I once went to my grandma's sister's house in countryside Quebec, and I caught fish for her front yard pond in her lake outside, and they died before I could go unbucket them. No! Aw, that kind of sucks. Hate when that happens. Having chat for the fishies. Another pike. Why was that pike so easy to catch? I don't understand this game. Rested fish. Oh, you know what? If we catch one more fish, though, our fishing skill will get leveled up. So, you know what? I think I will do that before we end. Or, well, before we end this day. The stream's not going to end yet. As hungry as I am, I'm going to keep going for a little while longer. Might not make it the full 3 hours today. Simply because of hunger, and also I'm sort of at a harder time limit today, but I'm happy to be playing Stardew again. After having missed the past, like, 2 weeks of it, I think. Whoa, even that raised my fishing skill. That's cool. So even if you don't catch a fish, you can catch, like, literal garbage. It raised your fishing skill. It went from 2 to 3. From the experience bar up there. Loving that. I can, understand it. Ordered a ton of burgers today because the hell was that sound? That was interesting. Okay. The only place I thought has a high min value need to buy. Wait, what? Because the only place I thought has a high min value. Oh, the place you found has a high min value that you need to buy. Okay, so you kind of... So it's like one of those, you buy it in bulk and get like a huge discount on them. So now I can eat junk food today and tomorrow. Let's go. I mean, burgers are fantastic. Kinda. Okay. Wait, I think we need... No, do we have a chub already? I don't know. We definitely don't need these pikes, probably, Joel, just in case. Definitely don't need the shad. Don't really need the green algae. I'll just get rid of that. How are we doing on... Where's their fish? Do we need a pike for anything? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we can sell the pike, and we have the bulletin board bundle. I think we need a chub on one of these. Yeah, this one, the field research bundle. But I think we already have one in our chest inside. So let's go ahead in here, See if we do indeed have it, or if I was just imagining. We do have it. Okay, so we can just sell one and give one to the bundle people. Ate like the fries and some mozzarella sticks, and it was so much I never made it to the burgers. Oh my goodness. That sounds like so delicious, though. Like, I don't care that people call it junk food. It's not junk. It's fantastic. It tastes so good. Like, it's maybe not good for you, but it's like so good. It tastes so good. See, junk food, in my opinion, is food that, like, that just sucks to eat. It's not healthy, but sometimes you gotta do it. Absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. Even when I was doing keto, which I still kind of want to try to get back to, but even when I was doing it, I still had me some junk food days. And my goodness, did I appreciate it a little bit more back then, too, because, you know, not something you normally get to have. What is that? Oh, that's spaghetti. Oh, my goodness, that's spaghetti, though. Making baked spaghetti for dinner? That sounds so good. Also, this is not the way I want to go. I'm getting lost just thinking of food. It's another food stream. They do happen occasionally. And every time, I get so hungry. Bad for health, good for mental health. There you go. Hard to argue with that. This isn't what I wanted to... Wait, where was I? We didn't have any fish to put in the fish bundle, right? Yeah, I think that's what it was. We didn't have any fish to put in here. Just making sure, though. Should probably fish the ocean. And it was in the field. Research bundle fizz. Oh, hey, he needs one of these, too. Okay. Oh, and a purple mushroom. Well, we have one back home. I can give that to him later. I just gotta remember not to use the purple mushrooms for anything. Not that I plan on using them for anything anyway, but... If I only ate salad every day, probably wouldn't be very happy, even if I like good salads. True. And I like me a good salad, too. I'm a big fan. But yeah, if I ate that every day, I definitely wouldn't be happy. And I think, like, even a part of that is just, like, having the same thing all the time. You don't get all the vitamins and minerals and nutrients that you need. Like, you're missing out. If you only have salad, there's, like, meat stuff you're missing out on. There's certain, like, dairy stuff that might be good for you you're missing out on. It's more about the variety. Same goes for junk food, yeah. Yeah, it's the variety. I don't know if that's because of the thing I just said, or if just because, like, I think people naturally like a little bit more variety and just get sick of the same, eating the same thing over and over again. Although, I haven't tried it, but I think I maybe wouldn't get sick of having pizza over and over again. Maybe I would eventually, but I haven't had that happen. But yeah, there's definitely some food where I'm like, I've had this so many times, I just don't want it anymore. Like, I like it, I just don't want to eat it because I've had it so much. That frog sounded like it burped. I was going to say you need crabs, Rob, but that doesn't sound too good. That does not sound too good. I don't like crabs in pretty much any form at all, to be completely honest. Not my cup of tea. Let's organize this. We still have some space left, and we did finally make it home, so I can show you the cool things, but not really. Painting is animated, and this geode thing is animated now. Just a little touch, just kind of a little mod, but I love just the animation of it. It just adds some extra subtle goodness, I guess. I eat too much pizza, probably. Pizza and sandwiches I don't get tired of, but I don't eat them every day because I do know that might not be very balanced. Right. Right. And, like, that's probably, I mean, that and, like, cost for me for pizza anyway. But that's kind of why I don't eat pizza every day either. Like, I know I would like to, but it just wouldn't be the best, you know? Wouldn't be the best for you. Wouldn't be very balanced, and, on the wallet, too. Probably wouldn't be the most wonderful thing. So goodness, just like cheese. I do like cheese. Cheese can be subtle. Cheese can overpower things, but I think it's best when it's in a subtle, um, what do you call it? I can't think of the word for it. Like pasta? Yeah, like cheese in a pasta doesn't really overpower it. Well, I guess it's sort of mac and cheese. I can't think of the... whatever. Well, like cheese on pizza, though, is kind of like a main component of it, though. So, like, that, I feel like is not subtle, but, like, tomato sauce pasta. Yeah, like, sprinkle a little cheese on there. You know, it doesn't overpower the whole dish. But it's enough to add some flavor, some of that subtle goodness. Right, tomorrow going to be clear and dry. Our watering can is ready to pick up. Spirits are very happy today. That doesn't happen too often. The overlay thing you mentioned is interesting. I wonder if it's meant to fade out, but they only added a 1080p texture so it doesn't cover the entire screen. I wonder, yeah. It's a little strange. But yeah, I just don't know what's going on with that. Alright, and since we can't actually water these things until we get our watering can, I guess we'll just... No, because, like, there's, like, literally nothing I can do this morning. I can talk to my dog. I can't even, like, really talk to people, though, because they're all still sleeping this early. And by the time they open up, it would be time to pick up the watering can anyway. So, actually, my dog's, like, inside, so that's fine, too. Let's just make our way over there, I guess. Oh, hello. You need something. I do not need something, but thank you for asking. And we'll sell that later. Again, the fact that Claire doesn't show up on the social thing kind of sucks. It's in the bus area, still has the black bars. Yeah, I'm not sure why that is. It's definitely more noticeable now that it's 1440p, not 1080. It almost feels like it's some kind of weird 4:3 kind of aspect ratio thing. I know it's literally not, but it feels like the old 14:3 days, like the Game Boy days or whatever. 3 sardines. Keep dreaming, Willie. Keep dreaming. Not catching your fish. There's Morris out here. Dude, go back in your cave. I mean, Joja Mart. Chop a Joja and enjoy our air conditioning. Alright, that's fair, honestly. Air conditioning is nice. Clint, can I talk to you out here? Or do you just not do it until I go inside? Unless you just say hi in my backyard. Yeah, I just want my watering can, man. It's nothing... Oh, is he just not gonna be able to... Oh, he better not be taking a day off today. I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, he doesn't open till 9. I will wait then, Clint. I will wait. You think I won't, but I will. I got nothing better to do today. I guess I could take a sip of coffee. It doesn't really help me not be hungry, though. Like, I'm pretty sure black coffee has calories, but it's so few calories that it almost doesn't matter. Hey, there's our watering can. Stand in front of the door. Can you start to work, like, ever? Unfortunately, yes, because eventually they just push you out of the way. Or, well, more accurately, they walk right through you, which is a little bit more cursed, but, I mean, it still happens. Maxwell House Coffee Black is 5 calories for a cup. Alright, that sounds about right. Yeah, a little bit rude, too. A little bit rude. But yeah, I feel like you burn more calories at idle, if that makes any sense, that, you know, for like coffee to matter. Well, actually, they're kilocalories. I don't usually count my calories. Well, I don't ever count my calories, and I don't really plan on doing it. For me, it's just not something I care to do. Eventually, people will use proper units for energy, like joules. Oh my god, if they start, like, measuring the amount of energy in food with joules, I will lose my mind. Like, at least do it, like, with newtons, because then there's, like, fig newtons, and that would be, like, kind of funny. I don't think that works that way, though. Let me know if you want to borrow my Yoba text. I have detailed notes on the most popular passages. What, you don't want to borrow it? Fine. I didn't say that. Almond creamer is like 2 times the calories of the coffee? That sounds about right. They already do in the back here? Wait, really? In joules? Or kilocalories? Because I've seen other people use kilocalories. Or like other things. Newtons are unit of force, joules are newtons times meters. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't think that works that way. And it doesn't. But newtons is the one that sounds more like it's something you eat. Wait, why are you ruining your eyeliner? Oh no, she's sad. It's not a good time. Alright. You got it, Sophia. Take 2 cups of coffee a day. That's 10 calories. And 1 cup of creamer is like over 100 What? Well, I guess you don't have like a whole cup of creamer though, right? But yeah, that's the dairy. That's the fat in there, I would guess. But hey, now I can water my plants. I usually have 3 or 4 cups of coffee a day, but I usually drink it black, so... For me, like, if I was counting my calories... No, but I'm explaining the difference. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean then. But for me, if I was counting my calories, I wouldn't really count the coffee, just because... It just makes such a little difference, and... You probably burn more calories sitting around for an hour doing basically nothing than you consume in all the coffee you like have a day. I don't know, like, again, I haven't measured this, but like there's like a certain amount of base calories you burn just by basically existing. It's not a huge amount, but you know, your muscles are moving, your heart is pumping, your brain is going. That takes energy. You need calories. And, you know, the coffee is not enough to power all that. No, it does give you caffeine. 1 calorie should be the energy you need to heat 100 grams of water from 288 to 289 Kelvin, as far as I know. That's a cursed way to say it. It's extremely cursed. Count everything that goes into your body when counting even cups of water for your goal of water per day. True. I think keeping track of the amount of water you drink is important. I don't usually keep track of, like... Well, how do I say this? It's not that I don't keep track of anything I put in my body, because that's not true. It's just, like, I pay attention to the things I eat, and not so, like eat and drink, and not so, like, how much of it I eat and drink. And, like, for me personally, that works fine. I know for not everyone that would be the case. Cool waterfall. Actually, I don't know if we've even seen a waterfall in Stardew Valley before. Besides this right here. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna clear out more of this area here. As far in here as I can. See, I kind of dumb to use them over joules, but people got used to it. Kind of like horsepower. Yeah, horsepower doesn't make any sense. You probably know the average horse also has way more than 1 horsepower. I did not know that, but only because I don't really understand the horsepower measurement. I mean, it like also depends on the horse, though. I mean, there's race horses, and then there's like horses that are more for like, you know, workhorses. So, I feel like they would have different horsepower. I mean, at the very least, one is faster than the other, and one might be a little bit stronger than the other. Not saying that race horses aren't strong, but, you know, there's a difference there. Alright, so I'm just never going to be able to get into here yet, because I don't have the tools to do so. That's okay, though. I'm alright with that. Oh, wait, there's a tree here. How could I forget about you? There's Very ancient ways to define units, kind of like the Imperial system too, but people got used to them, so nobody moved on. SI system for the win. I'm kind of with you there. There's just a lot of measurements that don't make sense, and the only way for them to make sense is to just get used to them, and I hate that. But living in America, I've gotten used to it. I mean, it's just what they teach us here. I can't help that. I mean, they do teach us the metric stuff too. We're just not as familiar with it because we don't use it every day. And really, they only even emphasize that in your science classes, which I think does make a lot of sense, but... Remember the large bite-sized pieces, though? Yeah, like, what the hell is that? Although cooking, I have to say, is infamous for having just the most ridiculous units. Like, a pinch. Alright, people got different size hands. People are gonna pinch a different amount of whatever it is. You can't measure in pinches. I'm sorry. Or like, a heaping spoonful, like a heaping tablespoon. Oh, how much is it heaping? Like, you could really pile up a tablespoon real high. I feel like that axis is kind of unlimited as long as you could balance it. Or volume for fluid, that too. Some recipes do use grams for everything. Some of them do. But then you got like cups, and I mean, I guess cups can kind of convert to grams, but it's just like, it's just a whole thing. That, and there's like measuring cups that are made for solids and measuring cups that are made for liquids. And they don't actually, they're not comparable. So if you're measuring in cups, you have to use a solid measuring cup. Likewise, if you're measuring in cups, or well, you don't have to use a solid for everything you measure in cups, but like a cup of flour is different than a cup of water. You don't use the same cup. And you can, but they're not equivalent. And I learned that in a life skills class that I was forced to take in school. And it was one of the things that stood out to me, because I'm like, why would this be a thing? Why? Why don't they? But and the answer is they just don't, and because people are dumb, basically. It's unfortunate, but I mean, here we are. Much energy. 2 energy left. Ugh, that's not good. Imagine a physics person cooking. They're like 180 degrees Celsius at normal atmospheric pressure or what? Yeah, for real. But fortunately, I think we can assume normal atmospheric pressure most of the time. Actually, that is different if you're in like a high elevation place like Colorado. Then the recipe and the temperature and all that changes. Water your dog. I do have to water my dog. You're right. Can't forget about Copper. Whoops. He's our cute little mascot. Cute little mascot dog. So we can sell that. This needs to be cracked open at Clint's tomorrow. And dog needs some water, which we should be able to give him some. Oh, he's sleeping. Sleeping in the evening sunshine. And yeah. And I think, does it cost energy to fill up the watering can? I'm not sure. If you're going on a mountain hike, you kind of need to be aware of that, to be fair. Also true, yeah. Although I would say you probably don't do a whole lot of cooking in the mountains. I mean, most of the stuff I guess you would probably take would be like, you know, just not really MREs, but like just kind of like dehydrated stuff that you just kind of add water to and heat up. You know, that kind of survival kind of food. Or, you know, maybe you're hunting. I don't know. Not an expert in hikes though. Yeah, neither am I. All I know is you're probably not following a cookbook. You're probably just like making something edible and eating it to consume it to fuel metabolic processes. Yo, you got like a nice hat on, kid. Hi there, mister. When you see hot air balloons drifting over the sea, you'll know that summer's in full swing. Wait, why is that? Why is that? I'd like to go hiking more, though. Hiking and camping. I'm a fan of that kind of stuff. I like the outdoors. I just like being out in nature. Sleeping there, like in a tent. Getting a fire started. I mean, I guess that's kind of why I like bonfires, apart from the implied alcohol consumption. It's just good times. Apart from respawning woods. Oh, wait a minute. I know. That's Dark Souls reference. Okay, yep. I swear I figured that out before I saw it in chat. I swear. I like that one, though. It took me a second, but I like it. News said that the Ferngulf Republic Investigative Agency wants to clear-cut forests here in Stardew Valley. We're not going to let that happen. The agency strongly believes they can find magical artifacts that will turn the tide of war with the Gotoro Empire. I think they're a little crazy, then. That wizard in the tower isn't allowing them to proceed. Like, he, literally won't, because he's got magic. He will, immolate them before they do that. Yeah, he said never mind before I sent it. Oh, okay. Glad I got that out just in time then. Oh, we've missed some birthdays. Luau on the 11th. I want to see the help one. Oh, yeah, that was Willie and his stupid sardines. What a strange lad. Hey there, catch me 3 sardines. You get to keep them, though. Never really understood the fishing things. Before somebody made a looting mod and you can break into piers at night. Oh my god, I hope so. That would be fantastic. Although, to be fair, I'd probably break into Joja before Pierre's. But when Joja runs out of stuff, I'm coming for Pierre next. Nobody's safe from me. I'll be a bandit. I don't care. Oh, we really did not make a lot of money. I mean, I guess we're not really having a lot of crops harvested just yet. Still early in the season, so I don't mind that too much. And the other times we made money is, I guess, because I was fishing. Also, where did our experience bars go? Tomorrow the weather will be clear and dry, so we're continuing our streak of needing to water things, living off the land. Probably doesn't really, yeah, just talking about corn. I mean, corn's great and all. Yeah, where did it go? There it is. I mean, I pressed the button to make it appear, but I guess I must have accidentally pressed it at some point. Alright, dog. Water for you. You say there is a year in game where the money/game balance gets out of hand. I guess it depends on how you play. See, I can't really think of it getting out of hand necessarily. And by out of hand, you mean you just make money hand over fist all the time? Just lots and lots of money being made? Because I feel like the closest I got to that was in my last playthrough I did on stream, the non-modded playthrough. And I was making 200k a week or so. And you could do even more. I've seen people make way more than that, so I would say, let's see, how long did it... I feel like they have expensive stuff ready for you to buy, but I don't know for how long. Oh, okay. I think for the most part, everything stays in stock forever. Obviously, there's seasonal items and seasonal, well, seeds, but for the most part, if there's an expensive item, like the backpack upgrade for, well, I guess that's not a very good example because you don't buy that the same way you buy everything else. Whoops. Oh, wait a minute. You mean the buildings you can only get so often? Right. You can only get the buildings so often because of the time it takes to complete them. I mean, they're also really expensive. Also, I didn't have to make another scarecrow. I had one down here. Oops. My bad. I guess we could start working on this area then, the farm. No, we're doing a lot of farm work, but I mean that's a big portion of the game, so I don't feel bad about it or anything. It's just it's kind of how this has got to be for a little bit. And stuff like water is free, etc. True, yeah, water's free, and I think oh, I lost my thought. Damn it. I wonder if there's a mod that makes money management harder. Oh, probably. There probably is, whether it's intentional or not. Whoops, there we go. I like to clear away all this green stuff just because you get a lot of it in one swipe, and it usually opens up a lot of different places you can go and clear away the branches and the rocks. So getting these plants going away is, I think, pretty helpful. Kind of like paves the way to be able to clean everything else up, in my opinion. How giant is your farm area in this mod, though? It's, like, apparently really giant. I forget what it was called, but it was implied that it was a lot bigger in the name of the mod that gives you this big farm area. I can't remember what it was called. Like, I don't need this area. It's really cool, and it gives me a lot more building potential than I had before. So I'm still excited for it, but, like, I'm not going to be growing things over here for sure. This is, like, way too far away from the main area. Do they also add more buildings and systems to make money with? I'm not sure. I think so. Maybe, let's see, I can't think of new buildings, but, oh, maybe they do. Because I know some of them add new crops. I don't know if I even have the new crop ones installed, though. Some of them, I think, add new buildings. Yeah, now I'm not sure anymore. It's been a while since I took a look at all the... Also, there's a new cave here. Hello. I mean, that's great. There's a ladder. Looks like you'll need an upgraded axe to destroy this gnarled... Oh, well, that's the log, not the ladder. Can I take the ladder down there? I didn't know there was ladders in this game apart from the mines. If you had auto harvesting, could use sprinklers for watering? Very true. Oh, hey, Fiddlehead Fern. That's very nice find, actually. Almost completely skipped over it. I'm not sure if there's like an auto harvesting, and the mod that I have to harvest with the scythe doesn't work, and I still never fixed that. And I don't know why it doesn't work, but I'll have to look into that. I mean, it's not automatic, for sure, but it's a hell of a lot easier than going up to every individual thing and picking it up, because you get this whole sweeping range with the scythe, obviously. Like, you could harvest what might take minutes with the scythe or without the scythe in literal seconds. You know, it's just that much better, but I don't really have... How big is this place, actually? Oh my god. There's like a whole separate farm area over here. I don't know if auto-harvesting would be OP. Maybe if it worked off of batteries and might require maintenance to repair to keep the player engaged. Yes, I would be a fan of that if that's how it worked. Yo, hello, Apollo. Welcome to the stream. How's it going today, friend? How's your Sunday? I hope that it is good. Oh, and another thing. There is a tractor mod, which is not really automatic, but it definitely makes it even faster than harvesting with the scythe. So I can get like a tractor, and I guess you don't harvest with the tractor, but you would like, you know, hoe the fields or whatever, and like till the soil or something. I know how farming works, clearly. Anyway, I'm excited to use that, but that's like a more of an endgame type thing. And I don't know if you could automate the tractor like you can in real life. And the reason I know you can automate tractors in real life is because I've seen people on the Stardew Valley Reddit being like, hey, I'm playing Stardew Valley while on my tractor, you know, doing the thing. And they have like their Nintendo Switch there while they're in the tractor, because I think it's like some kind of GPS thing or something that lets them do that. I don't know exactly what they used to make that able to happen, but I thought that was pretty cool. Finally bought Need for Speed Heat earlier, but when I tried transferring my save data from playing it before, it became corrupt, so now I have to start all over. Oh my god. Need for Speed, what are you doing? Actually, that's probably EA's fault more than the Need for Speed people's fault. Who develops Need for Speed? Do they develop it too, or do they just publish it? I'm not sure. That kind of sucks. But hey, I mean, sometimes it can be fun to start over, so hopefully it'll be like more along the fun side of things. I feel like all that has good potential, but they would have to balance it out with the rest of the stuff. I agree. So, I mean, I guess I won't really know till I play it, but I'm excited to check it out. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna have to... Gonna have to break some of these things to get through here to the rest of it. Yeah, this place is, like, actually enormous. I didn't realize how big this was. Otherwise, I may not have spent the entire day, pretty much, trying to clear this area out. Not, I mean, not that, I'm upset that I did, but, like, clearly... There's another building over here? What? I can't really get over there. What is that? This is my own farm, and I don't know all the buildings that are on here. And I can't get up there because it's gated by tool progression. Oh, wait, or is it? Oh, well, this building itself is. I've never been... Oh, wait, what? Oh! Okay. I understand now. Need for Speed overheated. Feels bad, man. You hate to see the overheat. I'm not trying to... My dude, stop pretending like you want to do the things I don't want you to do. And a crossplay support the day after my birthday, though. Oh, well, that's nice. Crossplay is always good to see. Although, I feel like that should be more standard these days. Like, it's current year. We have the technology. The only reason it's ever not supported is for money reasons. That and, like, competitive advantages from, like, PC versus console a lot of the times, but, I mean, I'd still rather have the crossplay. I mean, at that point, you know what you're getting into. And you can make it so that people on consoles can turn off the PC crossplay if they really feel that strongly about having an unfair disadvantage or whatever. Don't like crossplay for shooters, but not like diabolical movement works on controller. True. Like, I don't mind giving them the option there, but if they start designing things around like, oh, well, we have to make it so that these people can do the thing, that's when I'm like, okay, you know what, maybe not then. Or just, like, don't design it that way. Maybe, like, if you're on the other things, then too bad. But maybe that's not fair. I don't know. I wouldn't be the greatest game designer, that's for sure. I feel like I lack a lot of the critical thinking skills. Also, I gotta get, like, back to my own farm. Again, I did not really plan on spending all day here, but this is kind of what happened. Help. I'm stuck. It's getting dark. If I can get to that path, I might be able to... get out of here. I'm running low on energy, too. I might actually, like, die out here. Well, not die, but, like, you know what I mean. I would like to escape using the least amount of energy possible, please. How did I get here? I'm actually nervous. I think we're on the right track now. Or, well, maybe not. Uh-oh. How did I actually get here? Alright, we have enough energy to break this rock, I think. Alright, I think we're making our way out. My goodness. That's what happens when you only get rid of the grass. It was, like, mostly my fault. Alright, yeah, I think we're good now. Well, yeah, we escaped. Oh my god, that's insane. Ryan, hello! Welcome to the stream, it's so good to see you. Cannot say for long, but hello, my friend. Well, hello to you, too. I hope you've been doing fantastic lately, and I hope you're having a good day today, too. It's a pleasure running into you today. Need for Speed Heat was developed by Ghost Games, then published by EA. Alright, so... maybe Ghost Games is partially to blame. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that one. Oh, do I need? I don't really need these mixed seeds. Let's sell those. Mixed seed sounds like you accidentally had a bunch of cereal, like a bunch of different kinds of cereal, and you just accidentally mixed them all together. And it's just like, yeah, like I could eat all these, and it's just like, but not really. I'd rather just have them separately. It's kind of a weird example, but for whatever reason, that's what it makes me think of. Alright, so that was an interesting day of work. Didn't really accomplish a whole heck of a lot, but we also kind of did at the same time. It's a weird prospect. Alright, I think I got a few more days left in me for some Stardew. Saw my 3 messages. Did I not? Oh, I think I didn't. Oh my goodness, yeah. Oh wait, I saw one of them. I saw the don't like the crossplay for shooters. Most of the games give controllers so much aim assist up close that you need to be a pro player on PC to even think about matching the auto tracking. That's extremely true, and I hate it. Like, a lot of times it's so easy on controller that it's like some people on PC will just plug in a controller to get the aim assist. I know people say that's not the case when PC has FOV options, high refresh rate, which, yeah, we do, but it doesn't make you auto-track. That's true. The auto-track, I mean, no, that is, like, a real thing, though. That is a real thing. I've seen it. It's ridiculous. Well, in some cases it is. I guess it depends on the game, though. Been doing good. My sleep schedule's been pretty crazy recently, but I got up early enough to catch part of the stream today, so that's pretty great. That is pretty great. I'm glad. Yeah, I mean, I don't know... Like, for you, is it like the pandemic stuff messing with the sleep schedule? Just not really having work and school the same way it's been, or reasons unrelated, perhaps? I know for me, like, I'm just starting to get back to normal life, sort of. You know, with the exception of, obviously, wearing a mask outside now and social distancing and all that. But otherwise, like, I can go to work again, and... Well, I guess I don't go to school anymore, but... You know, my life has been more or less normal-ish for a few weeks now, and it's almost kind of weird, but, like, I think I'm sort of, like, slowly getting readjusted to it. So it's, like, in a good way, at least. And not having work or school has removed all barriers to sleep drift. Yep. That'll do it. And it kind of sucks. Like, I really did think it wouldn't be as bad as it was, you know, the whole lockdown thing. You know, just play games for it, I'm a gamer. And then, like, it happened for a few weeks more than I thought it might, and it was like, yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Never had barriers to sleep drift? Monka. That's Monka W right there. At the point now where most days I've been getting up just in time to have dinner with my family. Oh my goodness. That's some sleep drift. I think I'm kind of fortunate in that my body does not let me do that. Like, even if I wanted to, I couldn't. So I definitely have a hard time accidentally doing that. Like, I will just, like, pass out at, like, 10 o'clock every night. Maybe a little bit later sometimes, but I literally can't stay up. So, like, if I want to hang out with friends late, I gotta be like, sorry, I will be asleep. It's not always a good thing, but, I mean, at least it does keep me on schedule to an extent. The most sleep drift I get is, like, sometimes I'll sleep in a few hours extra and wake up at, like, 8 or 9. Sometimes 10. But, like, that's really it for me. And I think, in a way, that's lucky. In another way, maybe it's not so lucky. It really kind of just depends on what's going on, I guess. Wait, can I harvest these? No, I can't. I don't want to, and it happens all the time. Oh, no. Like, today I slept 4 hours. My body was like, that's enough. Oh, God. So that's almost like the opposite, like, for me. Like, for me, it's like, it does the that's enough thing when I've been awake for that amount of hours, and then I can't be awake anymore. I think I want to sell all these. Yeah, we'll sell all the peppers. Actually, let's give Dog his water, too. Well, maybe I'll start cleaning out the left side. That seems less daunting of a task. Yeah, this is far less daunting. Well, I mean, there is that bridge there, but, like, we'll do the bridge stuff later. Or, well, the stuff on the other side of the bridge later. Just because that probably expands for, like, 5,000 miles as well. I think I was basically... Or, I think I was on basically every schedule existent on the planet. Oh my god. I mean, at least you've experienced, like, a great amount of variety. Like, I'm trying to look for kind of a bright side, I guess. Always been a night owl, so I do my homework best after sundown and such, so it's kind of nice for me because I can get a lot done. Oh, okay, well, that's good then. At least there's that. I've definitely been more of a morning person for my whole life, and I think I ruined that early on in my life when I used to wake up super early before school all the time to play some StarCraft. Before school. And just ever since, I've been an early bird. So I think I'm kind of a product of an early ruined sleep schedule that I blame StarCraft for in a way. Well, not really StarCraft's fault. It's my fault. Of course, there's not really anything to get done now. Yeah, also true. A lot of places are still shut down. I know a lot of places the schools are still shut down, and actually in Illinois I think they were talking about like opening schools again. I still think that's maybe not the best idea, even though like for here the amount of cases have gone down and we've been kind of on the downswing of things and it's seeming relatively stable. We've had a slight bump in cases the past week, but like not, I think, a lot to be alarmed about just yet. But I'm still not so sure about the opening schools thing. I mean, like, the last school that tried it instantly got corona'd, and, well, then I think they shut down at this point again. Sometimes it's Aussie time zone schedule, sometimes East Coast, sometimes normal. Just a little bit of everything, you know? Like, in a way, that's like a variety I will never experience in my life. So, that's kind of cool, I think. Like, I hope you're hanging in there, though. But that also seems like it might be kind of neat, getting all that different kinds of sleep schedules. I don't know what I am. Sometimes I go to bed when US people do, then get up when people here in the EU do. So only sleep for 4 or 5 hours and rock the split schedule by not being able to sleep more. Sometimes I guess it's a split schedule kind of life. I think you're the only one I know who has that, Warlord. And I'm not like saying that in a bad way. It's just like I think you're the only one that I know of who has such a schedule. It could be nice, but it's tough when you have to get stuff done. Yeah, I can only imagine. But I mean, I guess almost on the bright side, there's not a lot to get done these days. I mean, I'm sure we would all wish for things just to go back to complete normalcy, and then there would be stuff to get done. Also, there's like a boat down there. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I didn't cross the bridge, and I don't think I'm going to cross the bridge. Oh, I've wasted all my energy. Alright, it's gonna be one of those days. It's gonna be one of those days. I'm exhausted. Was not paying enough attention. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean out this left side, and then I'm just going to say, alright, this farm is clean enough for the year. Mom's kind of overreacting about this whole thing, in my opinion. She keeps reading about cases in Dallas and getting worked up about going out here, even though we're not in Dallas. True, and I guess I can kind of understand that. Like, both sides of it. Like, it being an overreaction, but also at the same time, it's just kind of like... I mean, that was kind of the thought process, like, that I had for, like, most of the beginning of the pandemic stuff, but, yeah, now I feel less scared about it, but it's also easier for me to be less scared about it because, like, all the cases have been, like, going down lately here. Like, part of me wants to say you can never be too safe, but, like, you almost kind of can. And it's kind of like a weird and difficult balance to have in the COVID era because I think a lot of us have never seen anything like this. Like, yeah, pandemics have happened before, but like, when's the last time we've experienced one? I know for me, this is my first one. I think for my parents, this is probably their first one too. Right now, it's fine, but it's tough if you have a job that requires physical work. Okay, true. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Just not having the energy for things. I know for me, physically, I've just had a lot less energy, especially when whenever my sleep schedule does sort of deviate, and I'm just like missing the sleep, just physically, I just can't anymore. Start to feel the missing sleep. Yeah, that sucks. Of course, there's also people who act like nothing is happening. Yeah, that's true. And, it is important to find the right middle zone. Because obviously there is something going on, even though some people are saying that it's fake, which, I mean, I guess tell that to, like, the people who have the damn virus. But, anyway. It's calling people out on both too much paranoia and understanding the whole thing. Need to focus on data, not word of mouth. Yep, that's right. And even that, like, even the data sometimes can be misrepresented, And I actually saw an interesting video today about how easy it is to lie using statistics. Even if the statistics are correct, you can easily present them in a way to paint a whole nother picture. And it's not even, well, that's the thing. It's not even just cherry picked. It's just like, it's the way it's presented. And it sucks because it's like, I'm pretty sure like just about every media outlet's guilty of this to some extent. And so it's like, when one company or when one outlet does that, it's like, okay, can't trust you anymore. Then the next one does that, all right, can't trust you anymore. And then now that all of them have done that, it's like, who can I trust now? You can only really trust yourself. So I feel like these days it's best to like just find the raw numbers yourself, as inconvenient as that is, because the other outlets are there trying to either make it more dramatic, trying to get more views or whatever. Yeah, that's why scientific papers go through peer review. And scientific papers, not the easiest things to get a hold of compared to news articles. Numbers can be deceptive, but they're better than rumor. True, they're still a lot better than rumor, but it sucks that you could say, like, let's just say that Illinois has had 500 cases over the last day. This is just hypothetical. I have no idea what the real number is. And let's just say that is a fact. And you could say that, like, all right, well, I'm going to think of a better example. Montana. Montana hardly has any coronavirus cases. So when cases went up by like 400% in Montana, that meant like 4 people had it. They had like 1 case at the time or something crazy low like that. So while you can say, yeah, cases went up by 400%, that doesn't really mean much for Montana. I mean, it's bad, but I mean, that's not, it's like 4 people though. The problem is people see numbers and trust it. You gotta check the source, absolutely. You gotta check the source, and like, even things like graphs, when it's represented visually, sometimes the graphs don't start at 0, so like a big difference in something can be made to look like, like a small difference in something can be made to look bigger, and a big difference can be made to look smaller, and it's insane. Yeah, 4% is big, but 4% of what? And if it's like 400% of one person, then that's like not really... Things are kind of okay. It's not as newsworthy of a headline as "You're all screwed." It absolutely, and it sucks that it has to be like that, but that's just how it is these days. I think I'm gonna go to bed early this day just because I can't do anything, and the clinic's not open to get the exhaustion meds, so I'm just gonna have to die today. Wonder if Dr. Disrespect got banned because he showed a video that suggested 5G causing corona on his Twitch. Oh my god, I hope not. I mean, I have no idea why he got banned. Apparently, he doesn't know why he got banned. Which is, a little bit disturbing if Twitch is just going to go around banning people and not telling them why. Like, even if there is a completely legitimate reason why he's permanently banned from the platform, not letting people know is a bad thing, especially if it's, just don't set that precedent, Twitch. I don't want you to go the way of YouTube. and go into like creator hell. I'm scared for our platform, man. But yeah, the whole 5G causing corona is hilarious, and it's really sad. But people have been selling anti 5G flash drives, which are basically just like 128 megabyte flash drives that are like nothing, and they're just being sold for hundreds of dollars as an anti 5G device. And it's sad. I think people are buying that. Never understand why moderation teams don't tell users why they're banned. Yeah, that's like, you would think the whole point of moderation is to have the person do better in the future. I mean, if it's a temporary ban, you don't want them coming back, getting banned for the same thing they did and they don't know. I mean, permanent bans, I mean, you would still think you'd want that person's behavior to improve. Like, you were banned because of this. Don't do this anymore. That way they could be like, okay, I won't. Sounds ban-worthy to me. Nothing against conspiracies, but if they can influence the credibility of medicine during a pandemic, I could see why. I don't know. I still don't like the precedent that sets. I don't think that's ban-worthy. And not permanent, anyway. Like, if you want to, like, discipline that, yeah, slap them on the wrist, sure. It's still not super comfortable with that precedent either, but, like, it's better than just permanently banning because, yeah, this is fake news. Because while I don't believe in that conspiracy at all, I think it's ridiculous as hell, who's to say that at some point... Nah, never mind, I'm not going to get into this. I just don't like banning based on having an opinion or like having, you know, thinking that this is the right way. Even if, you know, it can influence credibility somewhere. I mean, I think the best ideas will ultimately rise to the surface, and usually those are the ones that are backed by science. I don't know. It's this hard balancing act where I believe people should be able to do and think whatever they want, as long as they're not hurting anybody else. And maybe they aren't hurting anyone else directly by having thoughts and opinions and doing things their own way. But maybe that kind of thing sort of adds up to society. And like, it can hurt society as a whole if a lot of people have and act this way. And it's just like, you need to find the right balancing act. Because like, I kind of think that to an extent, if you're not hurting anyone, yeah, whatever, I don't care. I do not care. But then where's the balance, you know? Where's the middle ground there? I don't know where that is. And that's for me where I'm like, I don't know, man. Alright. Blew out tomorrow, though. Kind of doubt that many people watching Dr. Disrespect trust him for science advice. I would hope not. I would hope you're getting your science advice somewhere else. I mean, he could be a very intelligent man, but like... I don't know, he's a Twitch streamer. And it's the same reason why you shouldn't trust me on any of this stuff either. I should not be your only source for this. Definitely go somewhere else. Oh hey, some of that stuff grew. Alright, so blew out tomorrow. Makes people not take the pandemic serious, and that could cause more deaths of real people due to others not taking it serious. Right, and you know, that's a legitimate concern, and it's like where do we draw the line with that, you know? Like, I really don't know. I want people to basically be able to do whatever they want to do and live their own life, but at the same time, you know, there's a point where that can't really be the case without harming someone in some way. But I don't know where that is, and I don't know where you draw the blame. I mean, you could also say it's the people who believe in that, it's their fault for believing in that and not educating themselves further, which it kind of is. You know? I mean, you could put the blame on a lot of people, and it's just like, I don't think that really does any good at the end of the day, but when you're trying to establish that kind of middle ground, I guess, between freedom and, you know, not screwing over society, I don't know where that is. I think a lot of people don't know where that is. They didn't want people to spread conspiracy videos, wouldn't they tell people that? Wouldn't who tell people that? Like Twitch or YouTube? Because yeah, you would think so. Actually, I think YouTube is like very anti-conspiracy, almost to a fault. But then again, they're running on an algorithm, so of course they're going to have some overreach. People who care for conspiracies don't think of it like we do. They actively search for echo chambers to feel validated. That's true, but I still say that that's their fault. I mean, again, I'm not like saying that they should be allowed to harm others in any way, directly or indirectly, but I'm saying that like people are gonna be like that, and there's really nothing we can do about that. So I don't know what you do in trying to establish whatever kind of precedent or whatever. Think YouTube has more of a user base for that sort of stuff though than Twitch? Yeah, probably. And if anything, when that stuff's on Twitch, you're probably thinking this is a meme, right? Whereas YouTube, people... and I'm not saying YouTube doesn't have memes too, but... I'd see it more seriously on a YouTube video dedicated to it than if I saw someone like Dr. Disrespect show an anti-5G coronavirus video. I would think he's just memeing. But then again, I don't really know Dr. Disrespect. I don't really watch him. I don't know what his streams or his audience are like. So maybe that was something that he was like seriously thinking about. I don't know. But I wouldn't think so. But again, it's hard when you don't know the streamer or whatever. I would be all for not banning above conspiracies because people should use their brain, right? But many people on this planet don't, also, right? And it could be a danger even for the people who do use their brain, especially with the pandemic at hand. Yeah, that's another thing, too, because it's like, there's people who would say, let people judge for themselves whether they want to take the risk or not of going out. And I agree with that to an extent, but like also this is contagious, so you could be spreading it to people who have no choice but to take the risk. Or to people who, even people who aren't taking a risk, it can eventually make its way back. So that's another thing too, because like, yeah, you should be able to do what you want, but also at the same time, like, your actions can affect other people in that way. And again, I still don't know where the line would be drawn there, because I think it's a delicate situation. But I mean, yeah, definitely people who would be like, well, I don't care about no pandemic, it's not gonna get me. That they could be, or even are, putting other people at risk. But at the same time, I mean, we just can't keep shut down for, I don't know. There's just a lot of things to consider there where I don't have a simple answer for any of it. And I think a lot of people don't have a simple answer for any of it. And that's kind of why there's, like, discussions, I guess, about it. Anyway, hello, Orion. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? It's good to see you. It's a wild thunderstorm going on right now. Yo, let's go. Well, hopefully, like, in a good way. Dang 5G thunderstorms. Oh, it was about time before they started causing natural disasters, too. Although, I don't know if the thunderstorms... Well, I guess they're kind of natural disasters, depending on how much damage they do. It's not easy for sure, but I do feel in this time conspiracies don't really help. It would be hard enough without them. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like, I definitely agree with you, but I don't know if I agree with you to the point where, like, things should be suppressed, necessarily. Oh, you did. My bad. At least not yet, and I could come around either way, but anyway. More people who think that Corona is made up by the government and behave like it's not real, the worse it gets for the entire population, for example. Right, and I think, we're seeing sort of a mini example of that, maybe not to such an extreme case, but, like, the states that opened really early, because we just have to focus on the economy, forehead, they're getting hit real hard right now. And it's not like, you don't want to say I told you so, but like, my God, now you're causing more economic damage because you're going to have to shut down again and for longer, so it just feels like you didn't really think about that one hard enough, in my opinion. I mean, maybe they just thought the risk was different. I don't know. Anyway. Actually, have to go now. The city is sounding the emergency storm alarm. Oh, uh-oh. That's not good. All right. Stay safe, Ryan. Be careful. See you later. Hope you have a great rest of your day. It was great hanging out with you. And, yeah, hopefully that storm don't do nothing bad to you or your family or your community or really anything at all. You know what I mean? Don't like suppressing what people say, but I do think freedom of speech in this case is more important than risking people's lives, no? See, that's where I'm not... I don't know the answer to that. Like, it's easy to just say, human lives are more valuable. And I do think that human life is extremely valuable. Probably the most valuable thing, even. But, I don't know. I just think it's not that easy. Maybe it is. I don't know. That's something I have to really think more about. And this is why... And again, I don't think this is technically... I mean, maybe it's politics, but this is the kind of discussion where I don't mind having, because it's not like... It's not just like a we're going at each other kind of thing, you know? I'm just saying I haven't thought about this enough to really have much of an opinion on it. And in a way that's like... It's not why I'd stay away from politics, because, like, in my regular life, I don't. I just don't like it, the stream to become it, which, again, I don't think this is, like, a bad kind of, I already know what I'm bringing to the luau tomorrow. Blue Moon Vineyard Iridium Wine. Yo, that sounds delicious. But the governor will love it. He will love it. Anyway, I kind of lost where my point was, but... I think it's important to think about this stuff, though, because while it may not impact our daily lives necessarily, I mean, it can, and it's, like, maybe even in this case, it does. So, I don't know. All this to say, I don't know. Like, I definitely see both sides of the argument, for sure. I just don't know where I stand on it. Lost a Splatoon match by 0.3% earlier. Ooh, that's a hard loss. Like, one more extra splatter of paint, and you would have had him. Or at least tied, you know? Might not be that easy, that's true, but I mean in principle. Yeah, in principle, I think. Well, I don't know. I still don't know. I mean, I would never, like, say someone should lose their life so someone else can talk about something. Because I think that's ridiculous. But that's also a logical extreme. At least in the way I have it in my brain right now. I think that's, like, oversimplifying it, too. Like, having people die away just to believe whatever the hell they want is bad. Otherwise, we couldn't go against anti-vax people risking their kids. That's also true. Like, you can't let freedom of speech exist, but add tags to content that just flags. It's not scientifically... Oh, you can let... Okay. You can let freedom of speech exist, but add tags to content that just flags it as not scientifically proven, for example. I'm not, like, super against that either, yeah. I think that's the way you can... a way you can do it. Oh, right. I should drop this purple mushroom off at the community center. Not saying a middle way cannot be good. Right, I'm with you there. Like, I don't know what you would put on the flag for that. Because I think, like, Twitter does something like that, although sometimes that has... Oh, what's going on here? Andy, as I said before, you can't ignore... No, you listen to me. What in tarnation is that supposed to mean? Don't come telling me I owe more. I'm doing just fine with Fairhaven Farm. Don't you go tell me this is bad news. It's out of my hands, Andy. The Ferngill government is just... Always getting mad. I'm not hearing any of this. This will ruin me, you hear? Oh, he is getting real pissed. I thought this valley supported local farmers. The mayor of Grampleton isn't happy with this either. I'm in no way trying to... No, the answer is no, Lewis. I can barely afford my seeds for new harvests. I can't afford this at all. You're causing a scene, Andy. Andy, everything will be okay. I'm going to divert funds from the fest. He keeps getting cut off. I don't need no one's help. I don't accept handouts. I'll figure something out. Andy. This conversation is over. I'm leaving. Alright, see ya, Andy. 3 dots. Ooh. Just don't like freedom of speech being an argument to literally be able to say anything. Not saying you do, but people on the net do for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm still of 2 minds of that. Because, like, saying anything, maybe not anything, but, like, I would say you should be able to say, like, maybe 99% of things and not really have repercussions. But, I mean, there definitely is, like, that, like, lower amount of things, like the conspiracy theories where it's like it gets a little dicey. So like not literally anything, but like maybe almost, I think. And you know, you do have to take into account that kind of stuff, and like that middle ground we were talking about before we got interrupted by this cutscene. Anyway, conspiracy theories are on the edge. I would say so too. Anyway, I think Twitter like screwed up with like a few of those tags that they were doing. Like below that even is stuff that violates the law. I'm not sure what would violate the law from that, but I do support in like upholding the law for the most part. I think maybe there's some silly laws, but you still gotta follow them. Things that you're not allowed to say. Things that you are not allowed to say. Wait a minute. Could you give an example, please? Oh, wait, yeah, I'll check on him. I'll check on Andy and see if he's okay. Thank you, Rob. This is most appreciated. Do I actually have to check on Andy now? What's going on here? I'm going to start on that draft now. Have a nice day, Rob. Alright, whatever. I don't know how America does it, but you insult someone with racist terms here is against the law. Oh. Yeah, I don't think that's against the law here. I think it is extremely highly frowned upon, but I don't think he'd go to jail for saying something. Well, maybe not go to jail. I don't think he'd be fined for something like that either. I mean, there's like hate crimes, but like... I think like a hate crime, there has to be like... Alright, I'm not getting into this. I'm not getting into this. I'm just gonna like stop short and say, I don't think that's illegal here. Alright, Andy. Oh, wait. The governor doesn't visit Stardew Valley often. It's an honor he's visiting us tomorrow. Expect you'll be on your best behavior and contribute to the soup. I will think about it. Death trends, those gotta be criminal, right? Or death threat? Oh, death threats? Those would definitely be like closer to the criminal side. I don't know. That like if you say like I'm gonna kill you to someone, would that be illegal? Because I don't think that would be illegal here necessarily, but I don't know what exactly the law says about death threats here. Kinda, yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. Like, if you don't actually kill them or harm them, I think you could say... I mean, you could say you would. Otherwise, that's scary, because, like, I say I'm gonna kill you a lot, and I don't actually mean it in a death threat kind of way. Do you think it's reasonable because it has to be taken seriously? I think so, too. That's another, like, one of those weird ones where... a lot of people just kind of say that, and they don't actually mean it as they're going to kill them. But if there is, like, a legitimate death threat against someone, then yeah, that does have to be taken seriously. Usually people here don't call the police if they know you don't mean it. Okay, true, yeah. I would say that's probably the same here, but I still don't know if that's illegal or not. Where was I even going? Oh, I was going to drop the mushroom off the community center. Just so many things were happening. You know, I might Google that, because now I'm curious. Not that I would ever threaten to kill anyone. Like, not literally anyway. I wish to do no harm to anybody. Even though I sometimes say, like, Flick from Animal Crossing should have his life ended, I don't actually mean that, and he's also a video game character. Alright, I'm gonna Google it. It's another way to lay out the law, etc., but you get what I mean with freedom of speech. Now, yeah. So you're saying the conspiracy stuff would be, like, more on the edge than that, or less on the edge than that? Are death threats illegal? Criminal threats. Criminal penalties for murder threats. Oh yeah, it looks like it is illegal. At least in Colorado, apparently. That might be a state thing. It's looking like this is a state thing. Because there's a law on death threats in Florida. Okay, here's something else from uslegal.com. You know that's a website. Death threat law and legal definition under state criminal codes, which vary by state. It is an offense to knowingly utter or convey a threat to cause death or bodily harm to any person. So I guess those are illegal here. Let's see if it'll, like, show the states where it's illegal, because it does say it, like, depends on the state. Because now I'm curious if that's illegal in my state, and which states they are illegal in, or if it's just illegal in every state, and it just happens to be something that's handled at the state level. Like, maybe the punishment for it is different by state. How about this for a while? It makes more sense, in my opinion, to take it serious more often than necessary the other way around. No, I agree with that, too, yeah. Like, I mean, there's, like, context, of course, that I think you'd have to take into account. Because, like, when you're, like, talking to a friend and they, like, piss you off a little bit and you say, I'm gonna kill you for that, obviously you don't really mean it. You know? But if it's just, like, an anonymous threat, well, even, like, non-anonymous threats can be, you know, actually to the point where you would need to take them seriously. I want to find it by state. I'm just curious now. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to look it up if it's illegal in my state. Are death threats legal? Well, actually, illegal in the U.S. Let's see that first. Oh, U.S. freedom of speech exceptions. Alright, so incitement. Alright. False statements of fact? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we do have some illegal stuff here. I mean, this is Wikipedia. I mean, not that Wikipedia is bad necessarily, but if it happens like that and you call the police, you wouldn't have any proof anyways. True. I guess you would need some kind of proof too. And usually if they're, like, serious death threats, I would say that there's probably proof, but I mean, like, you know, like a note or something, but it also might be like a phone call, but then do you report it? I don't know. But if it's just word of mouth, obviously. Fighting? Okay, this is hilarious. It's actually called fighting words. Speech is unprotected if it constitutes fighting words. Fighting words, as defined by the court, is speech that tends to incite an immediate breach of the peace by provoking a fight, as long as it is a personally abusive word. Oh, okay, so maybe that thing you were talking about, that racist thing, might be illegal here. Because it does say personally abusive word, which, when addressed to ordinary citizen, is, as a matter of common knowledge, inherently likely to provoke a violent reaction. Interesting. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, look at this. Westboro Baptist Church protest was the subject of an offensive speech Supreme Court case in Snyder v. Phelps 2010. Let's check that out now. Because they say, like, God hates F's, and I'm not going to say that word just because, I mean, that might be, like, I mean, I don't want to say it anyway, but might actually just be someone, you know, that's, like, the point where it's not just, you know, it's, anyway. Like, I'll say fuck on stream. No one cares about that. Alright, I just want the outcome, okay? Final appeal. Oh, that's not even... Get out of here. Ruling, alright. 8-1 decision in favor of Phelps upholding the... Wait, who was Phelps, though? I hate when they... Okay. Phelps was the church. Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, they ruled the other way in the Supreme Court. Now I don't know what to believe. Anyway. The law is weird, is I guess what the takeaway is for that. I don't know. The law is weird, man. Alright, let's go mining. Spend the rest of my day going mining. I know we don't have a lot of energy left, but I haven't really been doing a whole lot of mining. And I gotta change that. I mean, we're like relatively balanced stat-wise. I think the philosophy behind all that makes a lot of sense, by the way. Yeah, you can create situations where it gets silly, but taking it serious is probably the result of more loose rules failing in the past. I'm kind of like melt brain again, so I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but I think you're probably right. I think for like the most part, we're on the same page with this stuff. Court goes case by case because context. It does, but like also like then like cases can set legal precedent, so it's like I don't really like it was pretty bad, but like that's something like from the definition I just read earlier than that, it would be something that I would think according to the exceptions of protected speech would be under the exceptions where it's not protected. But then in that case, obviously, they ruled the other way so that it is protected. And it was not even a close decision. It was 8-1. So it's just, I don't know. It's just strange to me. It's complicated, but I would have been shocked if death threats were just freedom of speech in the US. Like how Stone Age does, it get? I'm not sure. It's weird because, like, it's at what point is the speech harmful, I guess. And are death threats harmful? Legitimate ones, yes. Or they can at least lead to harm. Like, directly. But it's also one of those things where I'm like... In my mind, I'm wondering because... You know, just saying something... is not necessarily doing something, so, like, at what point is that protected? And it seems like it's not protected. It's enough where you have to actually think, like, they didn't do anything. They said they were going to, but they didn't. But yeah, it does seem like that's not protected speech after all. Or in some cases it can be because of, well, not death threats necessarily, but anyway, the definitions are a little bit weird. Legals... Like, the law, again, is just weird. Like, you were probably coming from the you could be joking side. Well, yeah, that too, but, like, I think, you know, the context does take care of that. Which I totally understand, but if you take it serious, you never miss one of the important situations while you can drop the ones that were people just being silly. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Like, it doesn't make sense to not take that seriously. Because, well, I mean, someone's life is at stake. I mean, I feel like, you know, when you put someone's life at stake, you violate their rights to, you know, like, be alive, I guess. And that's definitely more of a direct thing than conspiracy theories, I think. Because you're not directly threatening someone's life, but like with your actions related to said theories, maybe that's where it gets a little muddier, you know? Just bringing it back to that, I mean. Either way, I don't plan on breaking any free speech laws. Just want to put that out there. Oh, hold on a second. Charlie horse, bad cramp in my leg. I hate when that happens. Actually, I haven't had that happen in a while, probably because I'm actually using my leg muscles at work now. So maybe they've been like stretching more and I'm not as used to it. Yeah, I'm fine. I had to mute the mic real quick because I wasn't sure if it was going to be like one of those super painful ones where it's like you almost have to scream, but it wasn't. It was pretty minor and it's already not that bad and probably will be fine after I stretch a little bit. Plus, I was going to end the stream soon anyway. But thanks for checking. Don't think the law is meant to really prevent jokes between friends that happen in person as much as try not to miss a potential serious situation. Absolutely. I don't think the law gives a shit about what you say jokingly between your friends. At least it shouldn't. If it does, then I'm a little bit scared. But I don't think that's what it's meant for. You know? It is meant to, like, actually prevent horrible actions. Ideally. Alright, where am I here? What do I want to sell? Don't think I want to sell any of this stuff, actually, so we'll keep it. I did not get my geodes cracked open, unfortunately. I'm going to do one more day, though, because it's just the luau, and we can do that. Alright, we'll hang on to these geodes. Let's see, do I really need anything else out of here? I'm trying to see if I can take anything out of here because... Oh, wait, we have not given Gunther a single topaz, apparently. I think everything else I kind of need to keep in here, unfortunately. I mean, I could make another chest, and I probably will since this one's full, but I'll leave that for next week's me. That's a next week me problem. Mainly, I'm just too lazy to sort things at this point in the stream after playing this game for almost 3 hours. But I do want to check out the luau and see if we can contribute to it. We might not be able to because of melons not growing fast enough or any of that other stuff, but I think usually melons I'd like to put in there and just never can because they don't grow fast enough for the luau to happen or something. Unless you use that soil that makes it so that it does grow fast enough. Or not soil, fertilizer. Anyway. Yeah, they're not done yet. That sucks. It's like melons are one of the things that make the soup real good, but you can't grow them fast enough. They just don't happen. In fact, we haven't grown anything, so I'm going to have to find some forage. We had to end the top moat because conspiracies should be totally allowed to talk about. I just thought with the pandemic going on, people's lives on the line, it could be a special situation if you think the conspiracies could lead to people misbehaving, but not like I decide that, luckily. Yeah, I think it's lucky I don't decide that kind of stuff either. You know, it's best we leave that to the professionals, but I think I agree with you there. You know, for the most part, let them conspiracy. But, you know, since we are in a pandemic, and a pandemic is one of those situations where people's actions, because of how contagious the thing is, do affect other people. Whether they mean to or not is another thing. I mean, it's not like these people are trying to... Well, I mean, I guess those people don't believe in it, but obviously they're not trying to harm anyone, but it's what ends up happening when you don't take it seriously. And from the beginning, whether I was right or wrong to think this way, from the beginning I was like, we gotta take this seriously. I was a little nervous about it, even before it got into the US or other places outside of China. But maybe that's me just being paranoid and I happen to be right. And I'm not trying to be like an I told you so kind of guy either. Because I don't think that really helps anything to say I told you so. I think in some country there was a person who tested positive and tried to infect as many people as possible. I heard about that. Yeah, like, those people obviously need to be stopped. That's actually, I would say that's actually a heinous crime. Like, even in China sometimes. Like, there was videos early in the pandemic where you would see these people who have it intentionally coughing on other people, and usually it was like doctors and stuff. I don't know why. Maybe they were mad that like the doctors had to prioritize other people, so they coughed on them and said like, take that, and like, not thinking, I guess, that, you know, good going, smart guy, now you can't get treated either, big dummy. I mean, if the doctor dies of the virus, how are you gonna get your medical treatment, you big idiots? But anyway, like, probably just don't cough on people in general, and especially not during a pandemic. It's rude. It's very rude. You shouldn't do it. I shouldn't have to say that, and I don't have to say that for the most part. I don't think people are going around coughing on people, but it is those people who are like, come on, dude. You realize we are all in this together, whether we like it or not. Anyway, that stuff makes me mad. And the people who still don't take it seriously make me mad. At the same time, I mean, who am I to tell them how to live their life? I think in Germany that is currently considered a crime. I think that should be considered a crime. I mean, you're literally spreading a deadly virus on purpose. I think that might... I don't know what the law is here, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was a crime. I mean, like, logically, that's the same thing as, like, covering someone in a burning fluid. You know, you're intentionally spreading that fluid to them. That's very dangerous. I mean, again, kind of a logical extreme there, but... probably just going to drop a spice berry in. I think that actually worked out well last time. Lots of forage out here. Look at all this stuff. Ooh, you know what? Maybe I'll get a fancy, put a purple mushroom in. I see a purple mushroom over there. I like how the forage is a lot easier to get now. With all these spots here. Was that cave on your farm also locked still? I think it was, yeah. Or it wasn't like locked necessarily, but it makes it so that I have to have a better axe to get rid of like the log that's in front of it or something, so it's like technically locked. I know, like, it's not the same cave that had the mushrooms, I think, or if it is, it's just in a different spot and I can't get to it yet. I don't know, though. It's, I guess, one of those things I haven't really found out yet from the, you know, from the modded stuff being new. Oh, you meant that form lock, though. Okay, yeah. In that case, yes. Alright, I think the luau starts at, did they say it started at 2? I think it starts at 2. We can talk to some people beforehand. And we'll see if this changed at all, due to the mod as well. Also, this area is way overgrown. I should have cut the grass here. Sorry, Demetrius, I'm making you walk through all this stuff. Yeah, farming is kind of peaceful, actually. It's like one of those things you can really just, like, meditate to, if that makes any sense. What time is it now? 12:50. I guess we'd still talk to more people. Leah's here. Hello. Actually, a lot of wild food in the area, if you know where to look. Been having fresh salads almost every day. I had a feeling you'd say that. Sophia, hello. View from the cliff is my favorite. The ocean goes on all the way into the horizon. It seems like forever. Love to see what's on the other side one day. Yeah, we talked about that the other day. I don't know if you remember, but you were kind of having a rough day, so you know what? I forgive you. That's okay. It happens. Also, do I have any monster slaying? Oh, well, yeah, they're locked anyway. This is kind of a nice area to fish. I don't know why they got a boat. This boat has equipment in it. Good. That means they're prepared to go out in the water and they won't die. Actually, there's this really funny boat safety course where there's like this whole like murder mystery involved in it. I know, that sounds ridiculous, but it's a real boat safety course for, I think, New Hampshire. and you can get a legitimate boating license by completing the course. And you gotta not only know all the parts of the boat and like how to be safe and like the equipment you need and stuff, but you also gotta solve the mystery to get the license. I love how it's the very last thing you have to do is finally solve the mystery. It's just so stupid, but I love it. Sounds like BS. Well, I mean, tell that to the New Hampshire, I don't know, boating people or something. It's so dumb. Oh, it's too funny though. It's like the story sucks. It's not very compelling at all. Oh wait, is it just wait? What happened to the luau? This isn't it. What's going on? Did I miss it? Maybe it ended at 2? Oh shoot, maybe it ended at 2. No, they wouldn't do that. That doesn't make any sense. Did it really? I'm gonna be mad if that's the case. Alright, Google. It ends at 2. I was waiting for 2 because I thought it started at 2. Alright, so we're just gonna pretend this day didn't happen. We didn't save, so we'll just do the luau tomorrow. What the heck? Whatever. That sucks, but I'm going back. I'm cheating. I don't care. I'm not missing. Look, if it was just any other luau, I wouldn't care that much. But like, it's the well, not the DLC luau. Oh my god, I've got it in my mind that this is official game DLC. No, but it's the modded version. They may have changed some things around, and I'm curious to see what that is. So I'm not gonna just like skip that. Is forgetting to save cheating now? That's a good point. Yeah, I just forgot. I just forgot to save. That's okay. Sometimes you forget things. And you know, for me, I'm like a relatively forgetful person. So that's been known to happen. Oh, my stomach is growling so much. I gotta get me some food. All right. Let's find someone to raid. I do have the raid button working now. I promise you it works. Looks like Zoe's playing. I cannot talk. I cannot talk. I need to eat. Zoe's playing Breath of the Wild. There we go. We're gonna raid Zoe. I know I raid Zoe like all the damn time, but she streams at a great time for me to raid. And she's a great streamer anyway, so like, I don't think most of you mind anyway. Why not IG? Wait, IG. What are you talking about? Oh, I guess. I get. Okay, yeah. Yeah, why not raid Zoe? Absolutely. No reason not to. I guess I'm conscious of the Shay way of saying it. I like that. I guess I'm just a little conscious of the fact that like I raid Zoe all the time, but it's just the way it works out, my dude. And then like also when it was like and I had like more people to choose from, I would just do the RNG and she just happened to win most of the time. So anyway, we're gonna raid Zoe. Twitch.tv/AceTrainerZoe. She's playing Breath of the Wild. It's her first playthrough, so no spoilers, or you will be expelled from the planet Earth. So be careful. Anyway, you can join the Discord. I got both buttons working. I did get them working. It's just I have to re-log in on the Stream Deck. I have to like re-log into my Twitch account. It's really stupid. I think every time I restart my computer, it like changes, which is just asinine. I don't know exactly how it works, but yeah. Join the Discord. Best way to find out if I go live. Hang out with the community. Fun place to be. We got some good memes on there sometimes. And here's our raid messages for the day. You can copy any one of those, or you can come up with your own. We encourage the creativity here. Again, Zoe playing Breath of the Wild. If you don't know her already, definitely stick around. Consider giving her a follow. She's great, has a great community, and you will not be disappointed. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I will see you all next week. And I hope you all have a great weekend and a great week coming up as well. So, see you later. Goodbye, everyone.